All right, we're live, folks. Dapper Dev should be joining shortly. Trying to get myself situated, get my nerves right, you know. First off, I want to thank Yates at Yates 656 joined my channel supporter 1 membership. Thank you, sir, for believing in me enough to join my membership. And I'm gonna shout out my other one and only member, who is, let me show you. My first, you never forget your first. At Triple Agent 2011. Thank you, sir, for believing in me enough to subscribe to my membership. And I'm not trying to tax or nothing on my memberships. I keep it reasonable. Like, I'm not gonna charge what a Netflix subscription is. Oh, and guys in the chat, I'm gonna be glancing at the chat as this live goes, but just know when Dev gets on, I want to give him my attention. You know, I want to be a good host. It's my first interview, folks. We're trying to wrangle Augie right now. Come on, Aug, get in here. Freaking Aug. Oh, what about an almond? All right. I think Aug's coming in, guys. What's up, Aug? Hell yeah, dude. Thanks for joining the live, buddy. I wanted you to be here. Aug is here, folks. Oh, hey, babe, could you hand me newspaper? There's like one piece of newspaper. Just hand it to me. I'll figure out the newspaper situation. All right, Aug. I got to bite my head. Where should I put this? Here? Right there?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, what's up, Ron? Glad you're in here, man. Hey, let me know if you want to be a moderator. Damn it. Dropping my freak. Oh, that almond. Aug loves his freaking almonds. And Augie loves getting an almond all over my chair. You want to wet your beak? You want a drink after that? Give Aug some of my water. You want some water? Here, have another drink. Want another drink? Yes, I let. Oh, because you wouldn't ban anyone? That's all right, Ron. We're not. Sinaguso channel isn't about banning a bunch of people, all right? We're not going to be that way. We're going to be freedom of speech enjoyers, as it should be. Aurora, gonna wet your beak with some vodka, huh? I think Augie's a step ahead of you. He already ate an almond and drank some freaking cold water. We'll see how Augie does. Let's check. Oh, snap. Dapper Dev's in the house.
What's up, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm going to transfer you over. Let me see here. Copy solo view link.
Should I take my pants off?
No,
is that what kind of video this is?
Nah, this ain't that. Hey, Augie said wanted to be here and say what's up to you. So Aug's in the house.
That's the bird. Oh, okay, look at that. That is awesome.
Yeah, it's
I'm looking on my screen right now.
African gray parrot. I'm gonna put you in. I'm gonna bear with me.
Yeah, you're good, man.
Okay, where the heck are you? Oh, there you are. Okay. We're gonna widen
Look at
your
that.
screen.
How old is the bird?
Oh, he is 21 years old.
Holy crap, dude.
Yeah, he is. Now, bear with me. I'm a one-man show here.
That's right.
Okay, I'm gonna put this here. Okay, there we go. All right, Dev. Man, thanks for coming on, dude. I know you didn't need to do this.
Absolutely. Hey, dude, I appreciate it, man. I actually enjoy the more real stuff like this, if I'm being honest. One thing I will say about YouTube before we even get started, one thing I'm noticing is the more you grow and the more you interact with bigger channels and people, the more you get detached from like the realness of everything, if that makes
Right.
sense.
Right.
It's kind of sad though, you know, but
We're just two dudes. What? How old are you? 38?
I'm gonna be 40 in August.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
I'm
getting up there,
43.
man.
I'm 43, so we're about the same age.
About
I mean,
the
we
same age,
probably
yeah.
grew up with no internet, no cell phone.
No. Yeah, we
using
were the last
rotary
generation
phones.
that did. Yeah, we're the last generation that did, man.
Yeah, and me, I'm being 43. I'm one of the oldest millennials. I'm a
Yeah, that's right.
geriatric
Yeah,
millennial. That's what you call it.
that's awesome.
Okay, I'm just gonna move over. There we go. Yeah, I appreciate you coming on. And I know I did a video about Dapper Dev. I wasn't trying to really throw a whole lot of shade. Like, you know, there's no hate there. Okay, with that, I just wanted to get that out of the way.
Yeah, I didn't mind at all, dude. I actually thought it was pretty good. I thought it was pretty funny. And if you'd like to, I would like to dive into that whole topic of like the manosphere stuff and the people involved, because I have some mixed feelings about the whole term manosphere, if that makes sense. Should we dive into it a little bit?
Yeah, real quick, I just wanted to say, and I wasn't trying to throw any shade at your religious beliefs, but I grew up in the Catholic school I came from. They just always said that you shouldn't wear the cross. Here's what they said to me: that it just glorifies the death of Christ, whereas it's more important his life. Kind of like the end of 300. It's an honor to die at your side.
Right.
And then the guy says, "Oh, Leonidas, it was an honor to have lived at yours." That's some deep shit, man.
That's deep shit, yeah.
Whatever you want to get into, just go ahead. And when you're done there, I have some cool questions I wrote down.
Well, let's let's start with the questions. I would like to. That'd be fun. Yeah, let's get into the questions. I like that.
Okay. Right. We're lit tonight, folks. We got 2 viewers.
That's all right.
That's all right, man.
I'm just here to enjoy your company, man. I appreciate you, dude. I really do.
Yeah, Sinaguso channel's a cool little kick it spot. You're in a low key spot right here.
Or should we wait a little longer? Because I think we said 5 o'clock. So we're actually way ahead of schedule. That's probably one of the problems.
Yeah, and I did tell my coworkers 7. It's getting there.
Well, let's kill some time. All right, how about this? Hold on, let's see here. What inspired you to get started on YouTube, man? I looked at your channel and there's like some older gaming stuff. There's a bunch of stuff on there, dude.
Oh, it goes way back. We're 17 years. I have a 17-year-old channel. Not as old as my parrot, but it's getting there. You know, all that stuff you see way back then, I was just messing around, just posting stuff.
Right.
And then, you know, I started watching what the hell? I was watching like Jack Morgan and like Legion of Men.
Yeah.
And I watched a lot of Legion of Men, and then I'm like, well, why the hell don't I do that? Right. Instead of me just watching this guy, why don't I do that?
I'll tell you right now, man, Jack Morgan is one of the coolest people, man. I'm got the honor of communicating with him, you know, pretty frequently. He's a good dude. We've actually spoke, and man, that guy's cool. Even if he doesn't agree with you on stuff, like he's a genuinely good guy. I've seen people in my comments before like saying, "What, that guy's a grifter." I'm telling you right now, man, he's actually a genuinely good dude. He is.
Yeah, he seems like a real cool dude.
He is.
He featured my video when I was working at the no good piece of shit roofing place. and he featured me, and then dude, I probably got like a couple hundred subs because of him, because he does his reacts in my video anyhow, because I swear it a lot in that video. And he reacted to that video in a way that would make someone want to come to my channel and watch it, because he left a lot out and he commented a lot. So yeah, Jack Morgan's always solid in my book.
He's a really nice guy.
No problem with Jack Morgan. And man, that guy's a full head of hair on that freaking.
Yeah, he does. He does.
It's like a rainforest freaking hairline. Man. Like when I first saw Jack Morgan, I'm like, he looks like Pauly D's cousin or something. Because he has that Pauly D hair, you know.
You know what's funny is I get a lot of shit from people for doing the reactions, but my channel never started that way. I just started doing the reactions because so many people were like, react to this, react to this, react to this, and then I kind of just integrated it. You know, it's still a mixed bag. Some people love them and some people hate them. So it is what it is.
No, I think your reacts are good because, you know, you're exploring a topic, or like whoever's in the video, like Og Mama is saying your audio is a little echoey.
Interesting.
Oh, and actually, and I think someone in the comments said, yeah, scuffed audio on Dev's end. That's what they're saying. Echo on Dapper's audio. All right, we're doing it live, folks.
Is it maybe a speaker that's picking up through your mic?
Let me check.
Or your headphones maybe kind of loud?
Okay, can you hear me now? Oh, shit. Okay, hold on a sec. Go back. Okay, say something, Dev.
What up?
Okay, hold on a sec. Okay, hold on. Okay, say something again, Dev.
What up, man?
Okay, is Dev's audio better? Because I saw an OBS. It was picking up the desktop audio and the guest in browser. So that could have been that could definitely have been on my end, guys.
See, that's the problem with like using OBS and stuff, man. I don't understand this side of things really, like the brainiac side of things with computers. I really don't at all.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's not as hard as you think, Dev. And pretty much this is happening right now because I watched a YouTube video, because I had no clue how to even invite anyone. And then I finally found, you know what, maybe I can share that video with you. That helped me.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Dev, I mean, aren't you using OBS to do your React videos?
Yeah, but you said it yourself. I don't know what I'm doing.
Hey, that was just that one video where you had the black bars.
Yeah. I did that on purpose. I just wanted our screen to be the same.
Oh, shit. Oh,
that was funny.
Yeah. OBS is where it's at, dude. For real.
It is, yeah.
And I might have gone. Oh, I achieved a goal. Hold on.
What'd you do? You're breaking ground over there? What are you doing?
I'm not sure. Hold on a second here. Somebody said I achieved my goal.
Someone in your chat said racist Raymond. Why are they saying that? Is there something I don't know?
Aurora, can you calm down a bit, guy? We're not talking about Raymond. We got Dapper Dev on the live.
I like Raymond, man. I get people in my comments talking crap about Raymond before, but he's another one I've talked to. I'm telling you, man, he's a good dude. He really is. He's a good dude. At least to me, he has been.
Yeah, you know, me and Raymond and I have had a little back and forth, and I made a couple of vids about him, and he was pissed. And then he was just saying some things like he pretty much talking bad that my wife is black. Like, oh, he can only get a black woman, like stuff like that.
Yeah, I can dive into that one. Yeah, that's a weird one for me because I want to be honest, man. Like, and I've ruffled people's feathers things before, like talking about dating and dating dynamics. I'm gonna be honest, man. In my opinion, that's a weird stereotype that I don't get because in my experience, the longest relationships I've had and like the best women were black or like black and white mixed. Like, and I'm not a self-hating guy at all, but oh man, white women have been the worst in my experience, even all of my friends. So it's like that's a weird one for me, man. To be honest with you.
Yeah. Yeah. And I remember you had a video where you were saying how you were dating a Dominican chick and then you saw her Instagram and then it was like all over the place, kind of like she was doing some OnlyFans or like a hidden Instagram.
Oh,
You
there
didn't
was a
say her
chick.
name.
There, I've talked about a lot of exes in videos. I've never used any names, but there was one girl, the girl from Colombia. You mean Claudia?
I just, all I remember is you saying she was Dominican. I don't think you
A
said her name.
Dominican.
And you met her on a dating app.
God, I don't remember. Well, maybe. Well, I'm sure. I don't remember the video. I'm trying to think what video that was.
Oh, it was God, it had to be within the past 2 weeks. And she had a hidden Instagram, and then you were looking at it, and then there were some racy pictures, like she was showing a lot of skin or something. It was like a hidden Instagram.
Oh, probably. Yeah, yeah. I think I know who you're talking about. Yeah. You know what's funny is even bringing that up, like even with marriage rates. If you look at the marriage rates, white men and black women by far have the most success with marriages. It's not even close.
Oh yeah,
Like
yeah.
there's not even a close second.
Yeah, totally. The a white man married to a black woman, there's like a 30% chance of
Yep.
divorce. With a white woman, 50. It's like
Yeah.
a flip of a coin. Like
Yep.
it's like you might get divorced. But no,
Yeah.
I married my wife because she met all my checklist, and she just happened to not be white. It
That's
happens.
right. That's
Because
right.
if you like a guy like me, like I'm not, the best looking freaking guy. I don't have the Dapper Dev hair.
The Jack Morgan hair.
Oh, the Jack Morgan hair. Holy shit. And if I was to just be like, okay, I'm only gonna pursue white women on dating apps, I'd be a lonely fucking dude, let me tell you.
Yeah.
And you just gotta, I don't know. It's 2026. A lot of people don't like it, but
Right.
opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one.
Yeah.
So
I get called racist a lot because I speak out against like the woke culture, like far left shit, and the and hip hop culture. I get a lot of heat. Dude, what a lot of people don't realize is I get death threats every day.
damn,
So many.
I've
I
yet to.
it's pretty hilarious, man. You see my emails and my
Damn.
IG inbox, the shit people say, but I just laugh it off, man. I tell people all the time, like a real a real tough guy is gonna like handle stuff in person. So I tell people all the time, like you're not gonna ever see me sitting on here like claiming I'm kicking everybody's ass. But I tell every one of them that message me, it's like, I'll pay for your plane ticket to come see me, man. I tell people that all the time. I tell people that none of them take me up on it. So everybody's got something to say, but they never take me up on it. And I mean that out of respect. I'm not saying that to be like Superman, but I just like really old fashioned. I'm not used to people. As a man, I don't want to go on the internet and try to like bark super loud like that. You know what I mean? I'd rather be respectful to everybody. And then if I have something to say, I'd rather just say it in private. So I don't know. That's one thing I hate about YouTube is that you put yourself out there and obviously you have to expect that. But the amount of people that just say the craziest shit. And it's like, man, they would never say that standing in front of me, man.
Oh,
But
never.
it just comes with it. It comes with the territory, I guess.
And another thing relating to this, like you have a lot of eyes on you because you have over 60,000 subs. So a ton of people know exactly what you look like. And the people that watching you, a lot of them are just lurking. So you don't know what they look like. So
I get a lot of dislikes, a lot of like when I post a video, there will probably be 5 dislikes within a second, just 5 or 10 dislikes. So there's like a bunch of haters that just wait, man. They just wait. And it's what it is, though, right?
yeah. And I just wanted to let everyone know, like, I'll occasionally glance at the chat, but I definitely want to give Dapper Dev my attention since he was so gracious to even come on my live. So I got
You
just
got a
to
good
let you
channel,
guys
dude.
know who are
Don't
chatting.
don't cut yourself short. I think that you got a good channel, and I'd like to actually talk about YouTube a little bit as well. Not that I know everything there is to know about YouTube, but even like your last video with the single mother thing, I watched that,
Right.
and I was actually really surprised the views were not better on that. And I think that there's something weird with maybe with your channel and everybody's channel, even some of my videos. I
Right.
think YouTube kind of struggles to show the videos to the right people. I think that's a big part of the problem with
Yeah.
people that get frustrated and struggle.
Yeah. And I think you're doing pretty good on your channel and you get decent views. And you
Yeah.
have a lot of videos where you have hundreds of thousands of views.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you had like a chemistry formula, you'd probably be getting hundreds of thousands of views every single post.
Yeah,
You
for
know?
sure. There's people that know what they're like. I've talked to a few people. There's people that message me that are really smart about the back end stuff, and they're like talking about the way to with keywords and specific titles, but I genuinely don't have the time to do that. So I tell
Right.
people I'm more of like a slapstick guy that just be myself, and I'll put some work into it, but if you really want to get views on YouTube, you have to like be very disciplined with trying to target a certain audience and looking for the right keywords and titles and I'm going to be honest, one like little secret that a lot of people do, maybe you've done this before, maybe you haven't. The easiest way to kind of sway the algorithm to push your video, look for a title. This is what a lot of people do. They've done it with my videos a lot. Like I've seen a lot of people use my titles, and there's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with that. It's kind of what you do. But look for a title that's done really well and kind of just like steal that title and move the words around a little bit. You'd be surprised how much that'll help. As long as the test sample that they show your videos to, like the people that they think it's for, it all kind of has to line up. Like the stars have to align. But
Right.
if you can get there, it'll help a lot.
Yeah, for sure. I don't know if I've done that before, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Like even Spiro, my buddy Spiro, Headspace with Spiro, you talked about him a little bit too. We're really good friends in real
Thumbnails.
life. Yeah. Well, me and him are hanging out later on tonight. I'm meeting up with him, but like he puts in a lot of work. Like he puts a lot of work into like proper titles and planning the videos out. It's nothing like me. Like I'm just a goofball running my mouth, being myself. And like you said, I probably should do that as well. But God, it's hard, man, with like really working a lot. And like even
Right.
after this, I've got so many emails and like I got to send people estimates and I haven't gone to the gym yet. I'm supposed to meet up with Spiro, my brother. So it's hard, man. It's really hard to find the time. If you want to be really successful on YouTube, you're going to be like Jack Morgan, where you're actually putting full-time work into this on the video end and the back end with titles and thumbnail and keywords. And it's hard, man.
Yeah. And I think for the most part, guys like you and I, we're like a one-man show. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you're not paying someone to edit your videos and
Nope.
stuff like
I don't even
that.
edit, bro. I just put them up. A lot of people don't know about I have a fragrance channel as well where I reviews fragrances.
Oh, really?
Forever I have that channel. Yeah. Yeah, the videos are still up there, old videos, and I would edit those just for fun because I collect fragrances, obviously. But that channel never really got that big because I didn't want to post longer videos. All
Yeah.
my videos were like 5 minutes long, but this channel was kind of like just goofing around, running my mouth. I uploaded for like 6, 7 months and got no views, but I had so much fun. I still uploaded every day.
Right. There's something
There's
that
like
just pulls you back.
there's like 2 or 3 of my people that comment that I recognize that have been there since the beginning. And I would just make the videos that I wanted to make, talking about things I wanted to talk about with dating and the way women act so poorly and how men need to change this. And I didn't expect it to really grow that much. And then you have a couple videos that kind of pop off. But yeah, YouTube is crazy, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, for me, it's called YouTube. I'm being me. Like, I'm not
Yep.
trying to be some fake persona.
Yep.
Like, this is me. And, there's a few people who rock with me. And, I got 17 people watching the live right now.
Yep.
So can't complain, And I know you're a busy man. How long do I have you for, Dev? Just
what time is it now? 5. I mean, probably
I am
an hour and a half. I'd say I should be able to manage pretty well.
okay. If you wanted to, I want to ask you one of my planned questions.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. And this wasn't even gonna be one of my questions, but just so happened coworkers and I were talking about it. Shout out to the coworkers. And I work with a guy, shout out to CJ. He is from Seattle, moved
No
here,
way.
and he knows you. Oh, well, he knows your channel.
No
He doesn't
way.
know you personally. And he's like, oh, you're having Dapper Dev? Like, he didn't freaking believe
That's
it.
awesome. Do you know what part of Seattle he's from by chance?
Oh, that.
Like what area?
I never asked him.
Yeah.
CJ,
Tell him
put
I'm
it in the chat. Where are you from?
I'm from White Center. He'll know White Center. It's a hellhole. It's a dump.
Yeah, I think he might. I'm not sure if he lived in Seattle his whole life. I'll have to ask him, but once he gets in the chat or if he's watching, he should definitely say something.
That's pretty cool, man.
I was having this conversation with coworkers, and you might occasionally hear Augie say "all right" because
That's right.
whenever you're on the phone talking to someone, all he does, all right, all right, all right.
That's awesome.
Because my wife does that when she talks to her mom.
That is awesome.
I was discussing theories with coworkers. The Charlie Kirk assassination. It recently came out that the bullet fragments didn't match up with the 30-06. Coworker says the 30-06 is a World War II rifle. It isn't accurate at all. And if you got hit with one, you could possibly be decapitated.
Right.
He thinks it was a 9mm. And I'm sure you and a bunch of other people watching have seen the YouTube theories of what happened. And I remember after that happened, Candace Owens was doing lives, and she was having a couple 100,000 people watch her lives. And anyone out there, I'm sure my wife's not a fan of Candace Owens, but say what you want about Candace Owens. She's not a stupid woman. Okay, she's smart. She might have crazy beliefs, but she's not stupid. And she was coming up with all kinds of shit. And then she was saying how Charlie Kirk refused $150 million a deal with Israel for what, I don't know. And she also pointed out, I mean, that was like an open crime scene. She pointed out that after that happened and his body was taken away, the camera, a guy put a step stool up and took the camera that was directly behind him. Oh, and then also, and the grassy area that it's all concrete now. Shortly after that, so my question to you, Dapper Dev, your thoughts on this? What person or entity do you think did it, and why did they want him unalived?
So when that all happened, I was actually on a roof over here in Kent, and we were all done, but I had to go back and do like a counter flashing in the chimney. You know, so I'm grinding out the chimney and doing that. And I got an alert on my phone that like on this app called Citizen. It's like spelled with a Z, Citizen, and it's like this app. I don't know if we just have it here, but it's like a crime app. It gives you all these updates on, and it was like famous whatever personality, Charlie Kirk has been shot, and blah blah. And I'm like, oh shit! I didn't know to what extent that it was.
Right.
And I was a fan of Charlie Kirk. I like Charlie Kirk for the most part. And then I got done and I'm driving and I go on Instagram and I saw the video and I'm like, oh, that's not good. Like I saw immediately it wasn't good. But when I saw the video originally, before anybody started going down any rabbit holes, I thought it looked weird. I thought the entry looked weird because it looked like an exit in the front. It didn't look like an entry to me. That was my first thought. I was like, that looked like an exit in the front, at least from what I saw.
Right.
To make a long story short, the more I look at it, there's so many different things to throw you off. Like, I think it's conspiratorial, to put it like that. I don't think the goofy kid they're claiming did it. Quite frankly, I don't. The whole thing is weird. Going on the roof, putting the gun together. Taking it apart, the video of him jumping off didn't look like he had the gun. Why would he put it back together and leave it in the woods. The whole thing was weird to me. I saw other videos of what looked like a guy standing next to him with a device. I saw videos of a guy behind him, looked like was shooting from there. Like,
And the
I don't know
hand
what to believe.
signals.
Yeah, the hand signals, but I'm going to be
Weird.
honest. Looking at it all right now, my original thought is what I still kind of stick with, which I told my brother the day this happened before anyone started saying it. The way his shirt moved
Right.
didn't look right. And I think it was his mic. It was a device that he had on him. I think that it was planned, and the mic that he was wearing is what actually went off and killed him. It was a device that he had in his shirt. It went off. That's what it was.
Because when you watch it in slow-mo, you see like something
Yeah.
like this, like the
The
chest
movement was
vibrating.
It was so weird. I think all the other people were just to throw you off. That's what I think. I think that it was the device that he had on him, and I think that they have all these different things to throw you off and just look over there, that kind of a thing. That's my assumption. I could be wrong. I'm not a guns expert, obviously, but the whole thing is just very, very fishy, to be quite honest with you. As far as who did it, I mean, you know what the obvious answer to that is. I don't even want to say because you can't say stuff like that and get in trouble on YouTube.
Just you saying that, I know.
Yeah. And again, one of my best friends, like a brother to me, he lives over there. He's a Jewish guy. I love him to death. He's like a brother to me. So I'm not just saying that out of like sheer hatred, But
right.
Man, it looks fishy. It looks fishy. The problem is Charlie Kirk had so much influence over the youth. I've heard rumors of him, like you said, not taking money from them and wanting to turn his back on them.
Right.
And I do believe that if they had an inkling that he was going to do that, oh man, that would be more than enough to say, hey man, let's just shut this guy up before he starts speaking out, because he had a lot of influence on, conservative
Huge.
youth. Man, he had so much influence and respect. He was respected because he wasn't like a Myron Gaines type to just throw insults and F-bombs. He carried himself very well. He tried to be respectful and fair, so he was a real threat to whatever he spoke out against,
Yeah. And, when that happened, I heard about it, and then I'm like, oh, people have been shot in the neck and have survived. Right. And I wasn't a Charlie Kirk follower, and I never liked that setup of, going to college and picking like the dumbest kids to talk to and getting short clips out of it. So, I wasn't a Charlie Kirk fan, but it was weird when that happened. Like, I had trouble sleeping that night. It was weird, because it was so fucked up. Like, okay, you don't agree with the guy, okay, but that was an assassination for the world to see. They wanted you to see that.
Yeah.
And you got a front row seat.
Yeah. And here in Seattle, man, I was really mad because people were celebrating it so much. It really frustrated me to see these people just act so stupid. And even like I've talked before about politics, because I don't think it's any secret. I'm definitely more of a right-leaning guy, obviously, but a lot of my friends aren't. A lot of my family's not, and I don't hate people for disagreeing with me. I'm in one of the most liberal places in the country, right? In Seattle, so I don't fit in here really at all. But my thing is, I get to a point even now, being in a place like Seattle, anytime a hot topic thing goes on, and you see the way people behave, at least here. Yeah. It's really hard not to think to yourself, okay, there's no other option left but violence with a lot of these people. And I don't want that. That's terrible. You don't want to see anybody get hurt. But a lot of the people, at least in my area on the left, they're very sensational themselves. And they really feel invincible because they've been able to operate with impunity in a place like Seattle. Like when there's protests here, SPD, like if you go in there and counter protest, they'll like straight up attack you. And SPD won't do anything, and if you fight back, you'll be arrested. That's what I've seen. Like it's so one-sided that it breeds a lot of animosity. It's really hard to be level-headed in a place that's so one-sided, and that's what creates people that are very extreme. Like my views have gotten pretty extreme at times, and I've had to really take a deep breath and realize that you don't want to be a part of that. Like you don't want to become crazy like they are. But when you see people like during George Floyd, when I would go through neighborhoods around my area, little coffee shops with these 20-year-old girls, they'd have signs in the windows that were like "abolish white men," "death to white," like just the dumbest shit. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna walk into that place and just like start throwing elbows at everybody, you know. But
Yeah,
people just get crazy. Yep,
it's
and
like
it's one of
so
those things
they
where you can't let people make you crazy like that. You know, you just can't. Don't let it ruin you. You know.
yeah. So you definitely have to be pretty stoic for you being in Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd never see that shit in Nebraska.
Right. And Seattle used to be the man, and I love Seattle. Seattle used to be a cool place, and it was always like liberal, like, but it was like old school liberal. It wasn't the far left crazy stuff like this. It was like
Yeah.
old school wacky Kurt Cobain and artists and thinking outside the box. But it's just the schools here are just nuts, bro. It's so crazy that it's just out of touch with reality over like gender stuff and race, and
Well, yeah.
it's just crazy, man.
Yeah, and I'm sure the schools there let you know if you're wrong thinking.
Oh, dude, you need to have Spiro on Headspace with Spiro. Bring him on because he went to University of Washington and he can tell you some stories, bro. He can tell you some stories.
I bet. Yeah, I haven't watched much of Headspace with Sphere. I know I was giving him shit in that video,
Yeah.
but
He
mostly
likes your
for his
stuff.
thumbnails. Because
Yeah.
I was giving him shit for the thumbnails because they looked gloom and doomy, like
Well,
it's
because
over,
you have to do
stuff
that
like
though on
that.
YouTube. You know damn well, like yeah, unfortunately, and we'll get into the negativity bias thing too. You do have to play that game. Like if you want to get the most views and stuff, like the AI brains of YouTube, it knows what it's doing. Like and
Yeah,
it wants that. If you don't play that game, like I'll use someone for example, Mike Sartain. He's like a red pill manosphere guy, but he's way more positive and uplifting. And men get to work and save your money. Like he gets no views. He has a big channel, very good content, but the views are nothing compared to like it's over. Why even try? Like, unfortunately, if you're going to maximize your views, you got to play that game. That's why you see a lot of my videos that don't do that well. I don't want to lean into it that hard. But if you want to maximize views, unfortunately, that's the game you have to play.
yeah. I remember that video you did where it looks like you're in the workplace garage where there's
Yeah, my shop.
material, and you had your harness on. That's a
Yep.
nice harness, by the way. It's
Yeah.
a tool belt too.
Tool belt.
And
Yeah.
for me, I was like, oh, this is cool because it's showing Dapper Dev in a different place. Sometimes
Yep.
that's all it
Yep.
takes. Like, oh,
Right.
Dapper Dev's not in his
Yep.
apartment or whatever.
Yep. Yep.
And it was a good thumbnail and it was a good video. But
Thank
sometimes
you.
it's
Yeah.
just stuff like that. Oh, or me, Oh, I was gonna ask you, what kind of car is that? That with the black
Yeah.
leather seats?
Yeah.
Is
Everyone thinks it's a Dodge Challenger. It's a damn Ford Fusion. It's just a
Oh,
Ford
it
Fusion.
is?
Yeah, it's a Ford. I love that car though.
For some
Yep.
reason I was like, is that a Mustang? But then I'm
Yeah,
like,
I have a
no.
Mustang as well. I have a
Oh
nice
yeah.
GT Mustang as well. Yeah. Yeah, I do.
What year Mustang?
It's an '05. Hold on. Let me grab my other phone. I think I have a picture of it on there. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Sorry about that. I think I have a picture of that thing on here. It's a nice car, man. It's an '05 GT Mustang. I got it from a guy who fixes cars up. You know, he's knows what he's doing. I got it with a rebuilt title, so it was pretty cheap. But
Yeah.
see if I can find a picture. I
You ever
don't know
do
if I do.
videos in there?
I've done videos in there before in the past. Um, I don't really drive as much anymore because I just drive the damn Fusion. But yeah, there's the Mustang when it's shined up nice, man.
Oh, nice. Oh yeah, I like that hood. That's nice.
Yeah, it's a nice
Do you,
car, man. I think
do you
it's
have a
fun.
tinted windshield?
No, it just looks like that in the picture, but it's not. It's not. It's just I don't know. It just kind of looks like that in that picture. But yeah, that car's awesome, man. I
Yeah,
love
I
that
don't
damn
know. I
thing.
don't know how they do in Seattle, but here in Nebraska, man, people tint their windshields like dark.
Yeah,
Like you can't
yep.
see.
One of my buddies did that to his truck, and I'm like, dude, I have bad eyesight, man. I couldn't do that, and
Right.
I ended up running somebody over. That'd be bad news.
Yeah, especially out in the country.
Mm-hmm.
Dev, I wrote down another topic. I thought you'd have some good input on this. Damn it, lost my space. This is a good one. I'm sure you'll have some opinion on this. Oh, okay. No, now not necessarily saying our jobs, but other places of business we might frequent. Have you noticed how lazy and stupid people are at work? I'll give you an example. I go into Best Buy a couple weeks ago to buy a new modem for $300. There's a kiosk in the middle of the store. I go up, there's just this chick there, this young white chick in her 20s. She's just on her damn phone and she's about to hit her vape. She's like scrolling on her phone, about to hit her vape. And I go up to her and I was like, because that's where the cash register used to be. And I'm like, hey, is this where I pay? And she just goes, I was like, where's the cashier? I mean, this is someone you could easily just eliminate off the payroll and you wouldn't even notice. Now, have you noticed any situation? Can you speak on that?
Yeah, unfortunately, I get a lot of shit when I talk about that in videos, because I'll talk about like the younger generation, and there's always this division between like the younger generation's all lazy and worthless. They don't work hard at all, and then there's these people like they work way harder. Your grandpa just bought his house for a Three Musketeers bar, so it's like there's these extremes both ways. Unfortunately, like most things, I think the truth is in the gray area, somewhere in the middle. I would definitely say, and people get offended, I think the younger generation is definitely softer for sure. There's no, I laugh when people try to get offended by that. Like the younger generation is far, far softer. Like even my generation, when I was a teenager, I started roofing when I was really young. So most 15-year-olds, not a chance in hell they would last one day. They just wouldn't have. And like our parents' generation, like everyone talks about like, okay, boomer, but they were just way tougher. At least the ones I was around. My father and the men I grew up around, they were tough as shit,
Right.
So they wouldn't have lasted. They were really gritty, hard. Like the dude in the video you just talked about, that dude Larry pulled his tooth out with pliers like it was nothing, bro. He's a savage, like literally a savage.
Yeah.
But that's not to just like bash young people. I'm not saying there's no tough young people, there's no hardworking young people. It's everything. It's the whole environment that we have, like the economy and stuff, and all of it. There's a level of being defeated. There's a level of effing negativity propaganda that makes young men not want to try anymore. There's the toxicity in the dating market, where they're just like, these women aren't even worth working hard for. Like there's so much nuance to this conversation that we could probably pick each rabbit hole to go down and explore them. It's hard to not speak in absolutes when you talk about any controversial topic, because absolutes are easier, but the real answer is not going to make anybody happy. Like people are just going to call you a sellout or a fence sitter no matter what you say, because the truth in that discussion is like everything. It's kind of a little bit of everything, but to answer it, yeah, people are checked out. Either it's the smartphones or everybody getting stoned, or a little bit of all of it. Just the TikTok garbage. People's attention spans are like like a gnat. Like it's bad.
Yeah, and they also say that supposedly that probably our grandfathers had more testosterone than us, but then at the same time, this younger generation has less testosterone than we did. I don't know if that has anything to do with it, or what's going on there. Microplastics.
I can go down that rabbit hole too. I mean, I don't know if I can even. I'm always worried about getting people in trouble when you talk about this stuff on like stream, but like the trail planes. I don't want to say the other word, but like the planes going over. I mean, I was looking at some research recently from don't remember what mountain it was, but the levels of aluminum in the snow, out of this world. And like even people that wear antiperspirant, that's got like aluminum to stop you from. You don't want to wear that. I tell people that all the time. Don't be buying beauty products and stuff. Are one of the worst for messing up your hormones and endocrine disruption. It's really, man, people can go down the rabbit hole on that on their own, but we're being poisoned, I think, in many ways. I don't know if it's just the boogeymen trying to destroy us, or if it's just corporate greed, or it's like, again, it's probably a little bit of everything, but we are definitely, there's a war on health. Like even my doctor, he was telling me not to take cod liver oil. Like, you don't want to get all that vitamin A. You can get toxicity. But any doctor should look at the research on vitamin A toxicity and realize it's synthetic vitamin A that came from. The absorption rate that you get from like good real vitamin A, there's no way you're going to eat enough to get toxicity. It's misinformation or ignorance, or maybe all of our doctors truly are just pieces of shit that want to just prescribe drugs. I don't know what the answer is, but we definitely don't approach health and fitness mentally, physically, spiritually, or any of it. We don't approach any of it in the way that I think is optimal, to put it lightly.
Even here, when you go to the doctor, like I had surgery on when I was in the field doing HVAC. I tore my bicep tendon off the bone. So I have you can't see this, but I have a scar here. And obviously, after the surgery, I feel like shit. I can't use my arm. The incision hurts like hell. And I'm at the hospital and they're like, do you feel bad? Do you feel depressed? It's like, well, I don't feel good about my arm, but they just want to get you on something.
Yeah.
They want, of course, obviously we're human, so we don't feel happy, joy all the freaking time.
Right. Yeah.
And to add to what you were saying, I heard there's a lot of countries that won't allow some of the ingredients in our food to be sold in their country.
Oh, absolutely.
It's all about scientists making food to be more addictive. That's pretty much, especially fast food.
I got a friend who has a lot of stomach issues, right? He can't eat bread. He can't eat anything. Dude's got major stomach issues, and he went to Italy with a family friend. And he was in Italy for, I think it was like 4 or 5 days, whatever. First 2 days, he was around all these pastries. And he's like, God, I wanted to eat them so bad. And I was just like, man, I can't. I'm going to get sick. It's going to ruin my time over here. And then towards the end of the trip, his buddy was like, F it, man. Like, you got to enjoy yourself. Let's eat this stuff. And like the last 2 or 3 days, he started giving in, eating all the pastries. No stomach problems at all. Not one. Not even a little bit. And the preservatives, I don't know what it is. Something in our food, it destroys his gut. But when he was over there, and he's traveled to like 2 other countries where we talked about this. I don't remember what they were, but same thing. Did not have any of the health issues that he has over here. So I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I've not people I've known, but I've heard stories of people exactly like how you said it. They go to another country, the food's great, they eat a bunch of pastries and don't gain any weight. It's weird, dude.
It is weird, yep. And again, I worry because I'm like, is this just ignorance or is it malice? Like, do they know what they're doing? These people, the boogeymen behind the scenes, excuse me, it makes me wonder.
It's all about maximizing profits with corporations, most likely.
Yep.
Real quick, Dev, I have some more questions. All right, let me glance over these. I wrote a lot of shit down. Let's jump into this one. All right. It's about a paragraph, and then you just take your time and respond however long you need to. Thoughts on the performance of the Trump presidency so far? As of right now, he tore down a third of the White House, started multiple wars with countries, the latest being Iran, probably be to help our greatest ally, possibly. And everything costs a fortune now. What are your thoughts on this, Dapper Dev?
So I voted for Trump. Overall, I like Trump, but I will say this: obviously, I don't get that offended when people criticize him because there's a lot of stuff that you can say that is fair. Here's the thing, though, and I've gone down these rabbit holes, and I get a lot of people when I talk about politics. I get a lot of people that come at me because everybody these days seems to know everything about politics.
Right.
I've talked to a few people that, how do I word this? I got to be careful. That know a lot, and how do I word this? No matter what, whether any of us like it or not, no matter who's in office, and I knew this before he got in office, the people that run the world, man, the real people that run the world, you don't go against them. You can't go against them.
Right.
And I'll say something else too before I talk specific on him. I get a lot of messages from people that say, hey, we need to revolt. We need to fight back. We need to take a... And I don't know if this is true, but some of the people that I've talked to that I know are very smart and have been around military stuff for a long time, very respected, they'll laugh and they tell me, they're like, dude, the people that really run the world, and I don't even like talking about this because it's kind of depressing. He's like, COVID, you think COVID was bad and all this stuff? He said they have so many like red buttons they can push that there will never be a revolution. It's not going to happen. He's like, it wouldn't happen. Like everyone wants to believe that, but I'm pretty black pill on that. From what they've told me, it's like, dude, we can be wiped out like that, or whatever these people want to do, they're gonna do it. Sadly, that's why I tell everybody, the older I get, I want to get closer to God. You know, because I don't think, I'm not saying it's not possible to change things, and I still believe in voting, although people say not to, and that's fair. I still do it just because I'm going to do it.
Right.
But I do believe, from the research I've done, the people I've talked to, the people running the world, they're a lot smarter than people want to give them credit for. And I don't think Trump or anybody can go against them, whether they want to or not. And I love learning about body language, and I've studied body language for a long time. And there was a point where I knew immediately, like looking at Trump, I could tell, like he's a good actor, but I could tell he was even not happy with some things he's saying and doing. I think there's some weird people in his ear, just like there's weird people in every president's ear. So it's a tough one to answer. And if you want to talk about like pricing and stuff, I don't really get too worked up over that, no matter who's in office. Like even when Biden was in office and everybody on the right was like saying, this is so bad, because in Seattle, it's shit regardless.
Oh yeah.
So like I worry more about like the my local politics, and I don't care who's in office. This place is never affordable. So Trump was never going to do anything to make this place better, no matter what. In fact, they're going to lean into it even harder here, and use him as a good example to get away with doing crazy stuff. Like even when I got friends in the Midwest and they were sending me pictures of their gas prices were like so low, and we're paying like $6 something a gallon up here. Like it doesn't, you know, a lot of it's local too. And I told people this even when Biden was in office, being that I was like, he was against me, not on my team. But I even told people like, it's not so much even just the president. There's so many people above that. It's just, I'm pretty black pill on that stuff, because I'm telling you right now, there's people that run things, and you're just not, nobody's gonna speak out against them. I really don't think you can.
Yeah. And those people aren't on TV.
They're not on
need
TV,
to be
no.
on TV. They probably have billions.
And I'll tell you this too, from the stuff I've learned and the rabbit holes I've gone down, I play pretty stupid with politics, and I speak my opinions on like the culture war issues of like popular culture and the perception of the people, but I don't talk about politics so much on the global scale, because I know a lot more about global politics than I talk about. I play dumb. And again, I'm telling you right now, there's the people running the world. There's a lot more, how do I word this? They're all in cahoots a lot more than people think. And America's interests do lie in the future interests do lie in the Middle East, whether any of us like it or not.
Yeah. Resources, probably.
Yeah, there's I would sound crazy if I said some of the stuff I want to say right now, and I won't, because it might get you in trouble, but there's some stuff that's gonna happen in the future. I don't know if it's true or not, but I've heard some crazy stuff from very smart people, and I don't know. We'll see what happens, but get right with God. I tell everybody that. Get right with God.
Yeah.
I'll put it like that.
There's this one saying, I forget who said it, and I'm sure you probably heard this. It said, if the American people knew what was really going on, they'd be revolting in the street tomorrow.
Yeah.
Along those lines.
Yeah.
And how, guys like you and I, or a lot of the country, we go to work, we get taxes stolen out of our check. We don't got time to revolt. We got bills to pay.
That's right. Yeah.
I mean, all he needs is kibble and his toys.
That's right. And something else I want to touch on too with that, and I get the passion from people, but the people that scream the loudest about revolt, tear it down, burn the system down, like, it's a very short-sighted thing to say. Like things would disintegrate quickly without the structures we have in place, like the running water, electricity, the power grid, the roads, the the waste management and the food supplies, trucking in and out, the agriculture and the fuel lines and tech systems and fuel systems. Like there's people take so much for granted that as much as I love the passion and I get where they're coming from and they're not wrong, you're not going to like tear the system down. It's not going to happen from a military standpoint because you are not fighting the system. There's things in place right now that, I mean, how do I word this? I've heard things about red buttons they can push to where our brains would be like in a microwave. There's more to like the trails over the sky, and like we talked about the heavy metal levels in the food and the heavy metals levels in us. There's a lot of crazy rabbit holes I can go down, man, right now that I'm telling you, the evil people that are in power, they have been playing the long game for a long time. These aren't just rich people that they're dirty pervs. No, these are people that have been diabolically laying the groundwork for what they want to do for a very long time. And I mean a very, very long time. They're not
like they're playing a real game of like Sim City almost.
Yep. Everyone thinks it's as simple as like go down there and take over with an iron fist. And it's like, good luck. It's not going to happen. It's not. And if you think, I tell people all the time, if you think Kufid was bad, again, I'm not going to get to it, but I've heard rumors of things that are much worse than that they can release like that. Yeah. And if you think you're going to stand up to the monster Goliath, they can release things and like that you wouldn't stand a chance. And again, zero proof. That's just what I've heard from people that I really trust. And it's scary. It's very scary.
And at the same time, keeping everyone divided politically and so many things we could be divided with. It's just like another layer for them, for us never to work together.
Yep. That's why I tell people all the time. It's like, even with my channel, that's why I love coming on here and talking to other people. And I get I've had so many channels that like post stuff just hating on me or talking shit or call me every name in the book. And again, I would get mad, but what do I look like getting mad over the internet? In my mind, I'm like, if somebody's not in front of me talking in person like that, what am I going to do over the internet? I'm not worried about it. Like if someone's standing in front of me and they want to act crazy and I'm not talking about like your video, I'm talking about real crazy videos people have sent me like going off and this guy, I'm thinking to myself, man, come see me in person and we'll talk about it without any cameras rolling. I'm not about to play that stuff on the internet, but if I can help people with the channel, that's all that matters. Like, of course, it's cool to make money and it's cool to grow the channel. But at the end of the day, I tell people all the time, like, I'm just some guy. I'm not going to be alive forever. And it's very important for me that people talk about me and say, hey, Devin's a good dude. That guy will have your back. That guy's trustworthy. He's somebody that I respect and he's making people's lives better. At the end of the day, if I can do that on YouTube even a little bit, that's what matters. Like I would like to see all your guys' channels go past me. I like to see you get to 100,000 and all these people like, yeah, I want my channel to grow too, but I also want I want to leave some kind of an impression that's good. I feel good helping people, That's I wish more people would have that. Like it's an old-fashioned thing that's kind of going away and it's really sad, man.
Yeah, I will always have good things to say about Dapper Dev because Dapper Dev's a better man than I am. Let me tell you.
You're a pretty good guy, dude. I think you are.
And because I've done lives where there's guys commenting who watch me regularly and they have 7 or 11 subscribers and I'll just watch their videos. It's like,
I'll tell you this right now, when it comes to everybody growing on YouTube, it's a lot of work, but also there's more of it is the learning the damn algorithm and learning the keyword stuff. You can put out the greatest content in the world, but if YouTube doesn't know who to show it to, they show it to this first little test sample group, and if it flatlines with them, you're done. Throw that guy away. We're not showing this to anybody else anymore. So
it's weird.
The people that get a lot of views, they're very strategic about niching down on content and then teaching the algorithm who to show it to and then maximizing keywords and all this headache work behind the scenes. Like for me personally, I'm actually really impressed my channel does as well as it does for a guy that's kind of a bonehead. I'm just like, yeah, talk crazy on the internet and let it rip, baby. Like I'm not sitting here for hours researching stuff, and I don't do any of that shit. I just be myself, and I've been blessed enough, kind of like Jack Morgan, where I've been able to gain I mean, I have 64,000 subs, but that's not like my core audience. I have about 2 to 3,000 core people that like really have my back and watch my videos. But like even someone like Jack Morgan, a lot of people give him shit or they'll get jealous, but Jack Morgan, people say like the reaction videos are so lazy, but I tell people all the time, go ahead and do it then. React to the same video Jack's
Right.
reacting to, see if you can do it. That guy is talented and he's a cool dude, and
Yeah,
people want to hang out with him. Like that character is awesome. And it's not even a character, that's really him. Like people want to just go, hey, what's Jack talking about today? I want to hang out with him. And I'll tell you right now, like I've told people before that like hate on in my comments, I got Jack's phone number. We text from time to time.
Right.
He had nothing to gain talking to me. He'll answer my questions and help me out and show love, and like send me voice messages. And I know he's busy. He's busier than hell, dude. So it's like, man, it's cool to have people like that that inspire me to go, man, I'm a nobody, and he like is nice to me. So I'm like, how could I not want to help people,
Yeah, and you're the same way because like you're a large channel and you're on the Sinaguso show.
Yeah, I try to be, man. Your channel is good, man. It's not all about numbers, dude. It's not all about numbers.
Yeah.
I don't respect people more because they get more views and stuff. I know that a lot of that is strategic. It's not just like this person has the greatest content ever. If you can get a perfect storm where you put out good content, good lighting and audio and the camera angle and the background, and then you also have the analytical stuff in line, that's when you can blow up to the moon. But I don't just discredit people because they only have 20 subscribers. Dude, I have seen so many videos that I'm like, God, this is good. Why is nobody watching this?
Right. Yeah. And yeah, I am getting a check this month, $166. Not
Hey, man,
bad. And then
not
my
bad.
last check was in December for $103. So that's my total YouTube revenue, and here's 170 of that right here.
Yeah, that's a good mic though. That's a damn good mic.
Yeah, it's
nice. Are you running that with the USB, or is that XLR and USB?
No, this is
USB-C. USB-C, okay.
And I bought an adapter because my computer, a lot of computers don't have it, but it's just a USB male and a C female. And I got that for two of them for $10 from Best Buy. I love Best Buy, if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, like even like with fitness content, we'll talk about creators and stuff. Like most of the stuff I watch on YouTube, it's not like, and I'm not trying to disrespect any of the other like channels in like my niche. I just don't watch much of them. Most of my feed is like fitness related stuff, nutrition, supplementation, like weird survival stuff, camping stuff, like it's all kind of weird shit. I'll watch some like Manosphere Red Pill content, but it's more the old school stuff. It's not, how do I word this? And I don't want to disrespect anybody, but a lot of the stuff that I get lumped into is not Manosphere. It's like black pill, doom and gloom stuff.
Right. Yeah,
and again, I don't mean to disparage any. Yeah, I don't want to disparage any of those channels or talk shit, but it's like the black pill, doom and gloom. And even going back to like Spiro, he tries to maximize the reach while playing into that game because that's what's popular. But he's not a doom and gloom channel. He tries to talk about spinning it in a positive way. And he's even gotten heat from people that are like, you're out of touch, it's cooked, it's over. Because in order to get views, like I said, you do have to play that game to some degree. Sometimes I don't, and you'll see the views aren't that good, but I just don't want to do it sometimes. But there is a big difference between like black pill doom and gloom and like red pill manosphere, because in my opinion, when people talk about the manosphere and they like start to lump me in with channel, like these channels are nothing like what I'm supposed to be. I'm not like that at all. Like what? Even like the Marshall Brockway guy, which I like. I think the guy's hilarious. No disrespect at all.
Yeah, he's a chill dude.
Yeah, I don't think that's a manosphere channel at all. I think that's like a satire channel, like a comedy channel. He's like joking, because that's like I guarantee that guy's not struggling to get women. There's no way. He's not some like doom and gloomer incel guy. Not a chance in hell, man. He seems like a cool dude. And I don't mean to like out him or like, but I don't. That's not manosphere stuff to me. Like manosphere stuff to me is like dating, the gym, making money, like all the dude bro stuff. That's what I would consider red pill manosphere stuff.
Yeah. But Dapper Dev, if you don't mind, how much have you made on YouTube?
Aha, this is a good question. Me and Spiro talk
That
about
is
this
a
all the
good
time.
question.
People think I make bazillions of dollars because there'll be months when I can get 2 million views a month. You know,
Really?
my views are in the millions per month.
Damn.
In the millions per month. And I saw Dad Mode Dark Mode in the video. I'll talk about him because he said it publicly. I think he's talked about like his CPM being like $7, whatever.
Really?
My CPM mine is so low. Like even Spiro shit when we were talking about this because his CPM is way higher than mine. And I think it's because I don't make long videos. I'll tell you this right now, my CPM is nowhere near what everyone thinks it is. Like people will say, look at this guy's views. He's gonna, bro. I've made some pretty good money, but we're talking like millions of views, and it's like a $5,000 month at like millions of views.
Yeah.
And that's like a big month. That's like most of my months are nowhere near that. Most of my months I'm getting way more views than a lot of people, and they're making 3 times what I'm making. And it's because I cuss sometimes, and I've had like 5 videos removed in the last year. So I think that I'm more of like on the naughty list of YouTube a little bit because I talk bad about like feminism and I get like controversial with racial stuff, and I'll use like controversial terms like hood rat and ghetto trash. Like people get mad about that, and it's not meant to be like that, but it's just what it is. And YouTube definitely knocks me down for that, but it is what it is. I'm trying to be real, so it's not just about money. But yeah, I'm not making that kind of money usually. It's not, my CPM's low.
I still make $5,000.
Yeah, but that's a lot of work, man. I'm uploading every day, and that's like the months where I'm getting millions of views, multi-millions of views in a month. A lot of people are just never going to get there. It's so hard.
Yeah, I mean, you're a hustler, dude. Like, I've always said Dapper Dev's a hustler. Like the roofing alone, most guys wouldn't do. The posting every day after the roofing, the working out all the freaking time,
right?
The hanging out, the emails, getting on Sinaguso's live when he doesn't even need to. I mean, Dev's all over the place.
I like you, man. I think your channel's good, dude. I'm not even bullshitting. I like you, man. You're a good dude, and I'll come back multiple times, man. This is fun for me. This ain't.
Maybe I'll see if Spiro wants to come on.
Oh, he will. He for sure will. He's probably watching. Oh, yeah, Spiro will come on.
What up, Spiro? Sorry, I put you in the video.
Oh, he thought it was hilarious. He's just like me. He just laughs it off. He actually loved the video.
Here's where that, since you're here, here's where that video came from. I was just not in life, but in my YouTube space, I was just in a rut. And I was just like, and then I see the Marshall video where he's in his van. He's like, I look at women and get, I'm working. And I'm like, it pissed me off. I don't know why it pissed me off. I'm like, that he got 100,000 views, and you kind of just sold the video because I put you right in the freaking middle.
Right.
I'm like, I need to get some clicks on this. I'm putting Dapper Dev in the middle, front and center, and I'm not in that weird space anymore. I've accepted my fate, and I do what I can with the best I know how to do. It's a one-man show.
I don't think it's weird. There's nothing weird about it. I don't think it's weird. I think it's just like, I think it's natural frustration that's acceptable, because here's the thing, going back to what I said before, this is why, like, in my mind, I would like to help people more. And Spiro puts way more work into the back end of this than I do. So, I mean, if you want, I can put you in contact with him too, and you guys can talk more. And I know a lot about the back end as well, but we can talk off camera about that. It's not that your content sucks. That's BS, dude. It's YouTube not knowing who the hell they're supposed to show this to. And then when they give it the first, they do it in like waves. So they'll show it to a small sample group, and then if it does well, they'll expand it. If it does well, they'll expand it. And that's when videos blow up. And if you curate a certain like title with "it's over for men," it's cooked, like, the game that you play.
Yeah.
If you do that properly and you hit certain keywords and the description and the hashtags and all this headache work that's when the algorithm goes, show this to everyone. And that's why Marshall's video probably blew up, because Marshall, whether he means it or not, he was doing that. And people love that. If Marshall were to make a video tomorrow saying, hang in there, guys, we need to just work a little harder, that motherfucker ain't going to get 100 views. Nobody wants to see that. They don't want to hear it.
No.
You know? It
and
sucks,
another thing
man.
with his video, I think he had a good camera and he was like clean shaven.
Yep.
And he had his hair. And I think that good camera has something to do with it too.
Yeah, it does. It definitely does. It definitely does. I seen you one time in a video, you were saying, I'm not going to change my lighting and my camera angle.
I'm orange.
But dude,
and in the comments, you're orange. Well, start your own fucking channel.
Yeah, well, I know if I was you, I would look into that. Don't take that criticism in the bad way. I think that there's love in the criticism. Like even people that message me, like even people that message me saying, "Oh, you're played out. Quit talking about women." I mean, to some degree, they're right, but I don't get mad at it. If I was you, I would change the lighting a little bit and maybe mess with different camera angles. You'd be surprised how much it'll help, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into a light.
Because I think that your personality, is definitely one of a kind, and I do think you have something. And I'm not just saying that blowing smoke. I wouldn't give up on it. I would just try to take a step back and think to yourself, how can you come through as you, being the one and only you, and then how can you still bring value to people, and how can you still have a good time? Because there's a balance of all of it. Like if you're miserable doing this, it's only a matter of time for you quit, man.
No, I like doing this, even though I don't make much money. I like editing videos. I really like editing videos. For some reason, it's fun to me, even though if I don't get views, like you said about the single mom video react I did.
Yeah, that was a good video.
It didn't even hit 100 views. At the same time, I did just a lazy crap video, and YouTube was pushing the hell out of it. I'm like, this video isn't even good, and I got 40,000 impressions.
Like me and Spiro will laugh sometimes because, like, man, my impressions are pretty low for the size of my channel. Well, my impressions are low. Like most of my videos, if I talk to other creators, their impressions are crazy high, and my view duration, my click-through rate will be super high. My average view duration is half, if not 3/4 of the video. So it's not like, oh, nobody wants to watch it. The average view duration is always at least half the video, usually more.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't know, it's weird. And then I talk to other people, it's like they'll post a 20-minute video and it's like 2.5-minute average view duration, and they're getting 500,000 impressions with like a 3% click-through rate. I'm like, I don't understand why YouTube is, I haven't figured that out quite yet, why they push certain things and why they don't.
They'll push a 3-minute video if a young pretty girl's in it.
Yeah, they will.
I've seen that.
Yep.
Dev, let me get another question here. Oh, I got a few I haven't asked yet. Let's talk about career. I quit roofing when I was 37. How long do you want to do roofing? Are you currently self-employed? And have you ever thought about maybe being a roofing inspector, like traveling the countries? The country, going inspecting roofs, and what is your plan with that, and with your roofing? How long would you want to do that for?
So here's a funny story. A lot of people don't know this. Actually, I dropped out of 7th grade and started working. I never even went to a day of high school in my life ever.
Really?
I dropped out of 7th grade. Yep. I ended up getting my GED, and I had pretty good grades, but I never went to any high school. I dropped out of 7th grade, got my GED at community college, and was working with my brothers and our dad on the same crew as them because I wanted to be around them and I wanted to go to work. I hated school. My grades were terrible. And I'm not a big fan of the school system. I don't like treating kids. I think I'm more of like a free bird. I get it. We need school. Kids need to learn. I get it. But I don't know. It just rubs me the wrong way how we stop kids, especially boys, from being rambunctious, playful learners with their hands. I don't know. We can go down that rabbit hole later, but I dropped out and got my GED and started roofing, and didn't really like it at first, but grew to love it. Obviously, it's hard work, right? But you get acclimated, grew to love it. And then we started our own company and failed because we didn't understand the taxes and stuff. It's hard to keep a company. So we had to go back to work for someone else. Then we saved our money up, put our money together in my family. We started our company again, and been going ever since. So self-employed. We still sub off of other contractors from time to time, but it's usually just our own stuff. I love it for the most part, but me and my brother were just having this conversation today. I don't know. I'm not loving it as much anymore. At least here in my area, they're making it impossible, dude, to run a small business in Washington.
Oh, yeah.
They tax you into oblivion.
I bet.
I mean, into oblivion. You can't, and the materials keep going up,
Right.
up. And then you have the open border situation. So you have this influx of cheap workers,
Right.
and it's a battle line. And one thing I will say about that, and I have a lot of Hispanic friends that I'm actually like really friends with in real life that, so I don't give a shit being controversial about that. People that get mad when you call out the immigration issues, they'll always come with this argument of like, you greedy people that are ripping everyone off, you're just mad because they work for less and do. But here's the thing, I know these people in real life, and I see that taking place in my city. Why a lot of these people are able to, at least in my experience, let me be clear, why they're able to come to these places and like be a framer for half the price of a union framer, or be a roofer for half the price. They are annihilating assistance programs. Like I talked about my buddy Melvin before, who's a framer. These guys are living off of these crazy assistance programs your tax dollars are going to, and they can work on a framing crew for way less because they're getting free medical, free dental, free housing, free lights, free water, sewer, garbage, free food stamps. Like my buddy Melvin that I talked about, he works for like $25-$30 an hour framing, but he works for cash under the table. And his wife works for $15 an hour cash being a house cleaner plus tips. And he has like a 2018 Silverado. He's got a nice Hummer. She has like a 2018 or 2020 Accord. And I'm like, Melvin, how do you afford this? But they have been living in this brand new like housing complex. It's called it's like a BIPOC, Black Indigenous People of Color uplift program building. And it's just like tax funded free housing for non-white people. And he's lived there for like 3 or 4 years, and $30 an hour cash, plus your wife making 15. So 45, 50, $60 an hour with her tips. That's crazy good money when you don't have any bills, including food. So not to be a mean racist jerk, but a lot of the people that I know, that I see, that are causing the problems, if you will, because of the open borders, they're having a good attitude and working hard for cheap because they don't have any bills. They're annihilating the assistance programs and just living off the tax dollar. So
yeah,
it's mean to talk about that, and it offends people. But and like I said, I think most of Hispanic culture are very good people. I'm not being a jerk. Like the nicest people, hardworking. They're all the ones that I know and have worked around. They're very respectful and trustworthy, God-fearing, family-oriented. All that stuff is true. But that doesn't negate the fact that there's an issue with tax revenue, being funneled into these programs that people are just taking advantage of like crazy. And at least in my state, it's definitely happening.
Yeah, and that's probably why they're taxing you to death, so you can pay for it.
Yep. It's crazy, man. Like, and even right now, one of the shingle brands, Malarkey. I don't know if you're familiar with like Malarkey shingles, that brand. Yeah, so we did a roof a while back, and for the first time ever, it never happened in my entire life, the roof is failing. So this woman got a hold of us, and she was like, "Hey, I got a leak up here." And like, man, we've never had any leaks. There's no way. And I go out there. She's got these vaulted ceilings, so she's got like 2 or 3 different leaks. I'm like, what is going on? And we get up on the roof. I'm like, what the hell? The granules on the shingles were like disintegrating. The shingles looked horrible. And we called up Malarkey, had a rep come out. They did a bunch of testing, and the shingles are failing, so they opened a claim. They offered her like half the price to do the roof. They don't cover the labor, the dump fees, or nothing. So this lady now is getting offered not nearly enough money to do this huge roof over again. And then I call my insurance company, and they're like, yeah, that's not our business. You're responsible for that. So I literally am supposed to now just do a 50 square roof for free with the labor and dump fees. And there's no way. So now I'm going back and forth with the Malarkey shingles and this woman. And it's just like, who wants to be in business anymore with this crazy bullshit like this?
Yeah, they don't want to admit they sold you a shit product.
Yep. And they only will cover the price of the material. They won't cover the damages to her ceiling now because of their damaged product. They won't cover my labor or the dump fees. And it's like, this is just insanity. And you'd think that my insurance company would be like, yeah, no way, we're going to go after them. But they're like, no, there's nothing we can do. Like, you're responsible for the labor. And I'm like, what the I'm supposed to do this for free? There's no way I can do that.
Yeah, it's like you're living the life of the working man. You're getting
Yep.
screwed over
Yep.
by every single freaking
Yep.
angle.
Yep. And which we're going to end up doing that. Like this summer, we're going to end up probably doing the roof and just eating it and losing our ass. And I don't, yeah, I'm like financially can't do that, but I don't know what else to do because you got to keep her happy. It's not her fault. She paid to have the roof done. It's not her fault it's failing, you know?
Yeah, I'd say don't buy no more malarkey shingles.
Yeah, no, never.
Fuck
I never
that
will
place.
again, man. I never will again.
Oh, Dev, I got a question for you, buddy. Let's see how well I wrote this. I got to read my scribbles. Bear with me.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, and in many videos, you've talked about the whites, us.
Yep.
And what's going on with white men in America? Are we good? Are we cooked? And you've spoken about these topics before. And in a recent video, which I have not watched yet, because I'm going to watch it on my live tomorrow. I'm going live tomorrow, guys. We're going to watch Dapper Dev about that. What was that video titled, by the way? It's something.
I think white men are tax cattle or something like that. Talking about how
something like that. Okay, so what are your thoughts about? We could talk about just white men in America or white America as a whole with the women. What are your thoughts?
So you really want to get the channel banned? No, I'm just kidding.
No, let's not.
No, I'm just kidding. So yeah, it's a mixed. I got mixed emotions on this because popular culture ever since hip hop started getting pushed, and I've said this before. People don't like it, but in my opinion, hip hop culture is rooted in anti-whiteism. It just is. The inception of that was just like against the system and the white man holding me down. So that's like kind of what it was. and it's grown roots and become that more and more. And I've spoke out against that many times. Also, the pop culture in general, demonizing and the woke mainstream media and the lies about crime rates and statistics. I mean, I can talk for an hour about the things people have sent me and the rabbit holes I've gone down in a lot of these states where people are taking arrest records and changing the race to white on people that are not white because someone
Mostly
seems
Latino.
Yeah, they have this weird agenda to be like, yeah, look at the grape rates. It's white guys. Just look at the assault cases and violent crimes. Like there's a concerted effort to try to make it look a certain way. I think that's irrefutable at this point from the amount of fraud that's gone into that because it's not small. I mean, there are thousands of cases of that going on, and people say, "Oh, it's just an accident," but it's not, man. And then also just the TV in Hollywood and like the corn industry, like there's been so much of the like emasculating them and demoralizing them, and also like I get shit for even calling out like my own people too, because white men are just like a lot of them are pretty pathetic now. They don't want to do the work. They've given up. They're defeated. They look like shit. They don't have any self-respect, and people get mad at me for saying that. Like I made a video about that a while back, and I think Raymond may have taken it out of context. And I didn't see his video, but someone sent me like a clip of look what Raymond said, and Raymond was like kind of talking bad about me a little bit, but it was out of context. And me and Raymond are totally cool. I texted him privately, and he was really cool about it.
Like nobody cares what Raymond says.
No, Raymond. I like Raymond, man. I really do. Raymond's a good dude. I'll always stick up for him, man. I think he's a good dude. But people thought I was like. They were like, this guy's a woke leftist, self-hating white. I'm like, that's not what it was at all. I'm saying white men need to be stronger like they used to be physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. And this amount of disrespect I see them taking. Like if I go on Instagram, I'll see these stupid street interviews and these clips of these white guys that are like, I can't play sports, I'm white, or like just dumb self-deprecating jokes, and that has just gotten so out of control these days. You see it everywhere. Like the narrative now is that white guys are weak, and look, that's never been a thing. Like, not to be mean, but these guys conquered the world. Like, let's be real. Like, not to be mean and controversial, but since when have white guys been considered weak? And I don't know, it's weird, but a lot of it is like the hip hop culture. And a lot of it is mainstream media and movies and television and these
Oh,
like
there's always an agenda in the entertainment.
yeah, and then the white guys like these comedians that just always make self-deprecating jokes and push these myths and narratives. Like it's embarrassing, man. And I want to wake people up because it's not cute and it's not looking good out here. Like if you go walk around your mall today, at least in my area, you're not going to see many white guys that take care of themselves and they're unkept, and even like I've I've kind of seen guys like, and we'll use Raymond for a good example too, because he kind of speaks about like saying, why even try if you're not getting women and stuff. But I think it's the opposite. I would tell him and everybody else, hell no, bro. Like get your ass in the gym. You need to look good and feel good and be strong and
Yeah.
healthy for you. Like it's not just like about women. Like most of these women, quite frankly, aren't worth marrying or dating. And that's not trying to be doom and gloom. That's just a result of the broken homes and the toxic music. Like I always say, women are followers. They follow pop culture. Whatever the music industry and TV and Hollywood tells them is the hot thing, it's what they're going to want. It's always been that way. So white guys need to stop being brainwashed by this either intentional or just unintentional uh, demoralizing bullshit that you see everywhere. It's out of control, man.
Yeah, and even myself, before I had Dapper Dev come on the live stream, I hit the freaking curl bar, bro. Like I'm gonna hit
That's
the curl
good.
bar. I hardly ever shave. I'm shaving because
Looking clean, man.
I can't have Dapper Dev looking too much better than me, so I got to do something.
That's awesome, man. I
And
appreciate that.
another video when you're talking about the whites. I remember I you should remember this. You were saying how when you go places, a lot of white men just look like slobs, look like shit, wearing sweats.
Yep.
I mean, I'm dapper right now.
That's right.
And
You're
I'm at
looking
my
good, man.
house.
That's right. That's right.
So yeah,
Yeah, and again, it's always the white guys that come after me when I talk about like going to the gym and dressing
yeah,
intentionally or like wear enough fragrance. I mean, you meet people messaging me saying, "A real man, like I don't want to say the word fey, you can finish the word
right.
for caring about how you dress or caring about wearing enough fragrance or like,
Yeah.
and
But
there's
you're
just no
judged by
getting through.
appearance
You are.
immediately
Yep.
when
Yep.
you
You are
see
judged by
some,
appearance. Yep. You are.
first
And I
impression.
would argue this: people always say stuff like "real men don't care how they look," but it's not. That's not real. Like if you're a farmer and you're like the walking epitome of like a farmer guy, like the rough and Larry the Cable Guy looking dude. That's real. You're not like that's a real dude. Like that's to be respected. But these people that walk around now in the cities and they look like bums, and quite frankly, it's almost always white guys. It's embarrassing. Like when I go out,
Yeah.
and I've talked about many times having good luck with women being like a short guy. And people will say, "Oh, you gotta be 6 foot tall to get women." Like, give me a fucking break. Like, bro, my exes are all gorgeous, dude. Like I can show you
Yeah.
pictures of all my exes. They're gorgeous. And none of them hate me. We're all still cool to this day. And they might say some bad stuff about me, but I got I have no shortage of women to this day being like a short guy, but it's because I've done the amount of work that I've done to be a good conversationalist and be able to talk to a woman in person. I don't give a shit about getting shot down. I don't give a shit. I'm going to die
Yeah.
someday. It doesn't matter. Life is short. None of it matters.
Yeah. For sure. Let's see what else.
So I try to go on these wild rants when we talk about something. I completely steer away from the topic.
Hey, it
go
happens,
wander away.
dude. Oh,
Yeah.
you should watch it. Watch my lives more often.
Yeah.
I'll forget and then trying to broadcast and fucking with OBS. It's like I forget what I'm even doing sometimes. But I'm paying attention to Dapper Dev. So that's why I haven't responded to anyone in chat because I'm not reading the chat. All right. You're currently not married, right?
No, I'm not married. No.
Are you seeing anyone? Dating?
And not. There's a couple of girls I was talking to, but I really don't have much time. Like the last girl I was talking to, she got really offended because I blew her off, if you will. But I truly just didn't have time to hang out. And I hate bailing. Like if I make plans with someone, I always try to be there, man. I do not like bailing. I like to be a man of my word. That's really important to me. But I've just kind of backed away from dating because I truly don't have time with YouTube and like trying to get back in the gym and trying to spend time with my parents who are very important to me and friends and family and actual work bullshit, which is beyond full time. It's just I don't have the time, man. Sadly, I don't.
Real quick, Dev, I just gotta say something. I just gotta address something, and then I'm gonna get more into that paragraph question I had. Thank you for the super chats. I saw Jonathan Aiden Scott gave me $50. It's not showing up here. Ron, $2. Glad to see the collab. Rising tide, float all ships. Yes, sir. And then Spiro just gave me $9.99. Thank you, Spiro, and come on the show. He says, "What's up?" It's Spiro on my grappling/backup account. Dev told me you guys would be doing a live. Hope all is well with you. Also, don't forget to take a sip of the strawberry milkshake. Hey, that's how you get in the manosphere. Go to Seattle.
That's right.
And drink the strawberry milkshake.
That's awesome.
Right. So I'm not ignoring you guys. The super chats you see because the color just pops. And thank you guys. It does not go unappreciated. I really thank you guys. Because if you think about it, these lives, like you're putting on a show. And, you know, with all programs, they need some sort of, it's all fan funding pretty much. And I thank you guys. And I thank the 2 members I have. I just got a new member today. Thank you guys. Now, Dev, back to my question I butchered, and I scribbled a bunch of stupid shit. It's not even really a good question. Not put together well. Okay. So what is Dapper Dev's type of woman? White, black, Latina? Does he like big jugs? I'm a jugs guy. I like chicks with big jugs. Or does he like big butts? What would the woman you potentially marry be like? Like the woman, if you were to marry her, describe this woman and or the checklist she would have to pass to be married to Dapper Dev.
Well, when it comes to like the physical features, I've always been a firm believer in like no matter who you are, you can't say that. Like some people say, I would never date this race, but you're not going to sit there and tell me you've never seen a girl of any race, religion, walk of life that's attractive.
All women are beautiful.
Yeah, give me a break. Like you can't tell me that you've never seen an attractive white woman or black woman.
Right,
like
right.
what? I truly don't care that much about race. That doesn't matter to me really at all. It's more about personality and integrity, their values. Like I said, their interests. Fitness does matter to a degree, obviously.
I suspected that. You're not going to marry some fat pig.
No, but I'll be honest. I'll tell you right now, like I'm not going to sit here and say I've never seen women that like were thicker that didn't rock it well. Some women look better when they're thicker. Some women look better that are like really thin. And like I've seen some girls that are thinner than I would like, but they have like an athletic looking ass and button. Like, man, that girl wears that well. So again, it depends on the girl, man. It's really a boring, crappy answer. But I would say in a perfect world, it would be a girl that's thin, but like athletically thick. Right. I don't care about race so much. That doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't matter to me. My most recent exes were all like black and white mixed chicks. The Hispanic girl, I really haven't dated many white chicks, and that's not like because I don't want to. It's just that most of the ones I meet, they tend to be the most trashy in my life's experience. I wouldn't date them. They tend to be the most conniving and lying and fake. And like I said, addicted to pop culture and just, I would love to meet a great white woman. Like, I don't care about that at all. That's not what I'm saying. But there's been very few that I've dated that have showed me they come from a good family. And again, the white family's pretty broken. I don't think a lot of people pay enough attention to that, but there's a lot of broken homes with white folks today too, man. There really is.
Did your parents stay together?
Yeah, they stayed together. Lots of and I love my parents to death. I've got to be careful what I say. I don't want to disrespect them at all.
Right.
But definitely was a rough childhood, to put it lightly. Definitely was a rough childhood. Saw a lot of crazy stuff, and I think a lot of my anxiety and like panic attack issues are obviously from that. Like there was some crazy stuff I've seen. Like the house had been shot up before, and when I was a kid, some crazy stuff. But Yeah, I love my parents to death. They stayed together. They still are like toxically functional. They love each other, but they argue. And it's just one of those old fashioned couples like
And
that
they're
where
still married.
they're still married. Yep.
Yeah,
They're
that's
still
good you
married.
have your parents. Matter of fact, I was a little bit younger than you, and my parents both died
Yeah,
in
I'm sorry to hear that,
2020.
dude.
So
Man, that's
I'll
tough.
tell
I remember
you and
I
anyone
saw you talk
else.
about, sorry to interrupt. I saw you talking
It's
about
okay.
Christmas in a video or a live stream. You're talking about how
Right, right.
Christmas was tough. That hit me. I fear that every day, dude. I'm close to my parents. I worry about that every day. I don't know how I'm gonna take that. I really
Yeah.
fear that day. I don't like losing anybody. I've lost a lot of people in the last
I
couple of years, man.
it's the worst. So I'll just tell you now, and everyone watching, because this relates to everyone who has parents. You live two lives. Your one life is the life you're living now. Your parents are alive, everything's normal, your life is a certain way, and it functions fine for you or whoever else. And then the second life you live is after your parents die. When you can't pick up the phone, you know, it's tough. I don't want to talk about it too much because, you know, manly man.
Yeah. Well, you got me, brother. I'm here
But
for you,
it's
and I mean that.
rough,
That
dude.
sounds generic, but dude, you can call me any damn time. I know it sounds like generic, but that's what's most important to me. The more the YouTube grows, and like in life in general, the older I get, like I want to be like the friend a friend would like to have. I want to be somebody that can lift people up. So I mean that with all. I mean that with
Yeah.
everything that I have. Like if you need to talk, dude, hit me up. I'm not gonna belittle you for having a rough day. Like, dude, that's why I tell people all the time to message me and email me. It is hard now though, as the channel's grown. Dude, I can't keep
Yeah.
up with it. But
Yeah.
I
You need
love
like an
interacting with people.
assistant or something.
Yeah. But I actually like sending voice messages to people on Instagram because they get blown away by that. And it's a weird feeling because I don't feel like something special. But I'll be like, yeah, Brad, like, what's up, man? You're like, how you been? And they'll tell me stuff. But it's just so hard to do that with
Yeah.
everyone.
Yeah. So with you, and I consider myself like this also, it's not a parasocial relationship because I want to look out for the interests of people who watch me. And if they just like that single mom video, this guy commented, he's like, dude, I'm about to marry a single mom and I can't stand her fucking kid. And I'm like, bro, it's like you're in a pickle, dude. I'm like, here's what on my wedding day, I had no feeling in my gut when I'm about to go get married to my wife. I had no bad feeling in my gut. I knew it was the right thing to do. I told that dude, I was like, dude, listen to your gut. You know this, Deb. Your gut, like, it tells you when something's right or wrong. And you
Oh,
can't, that's
absolutely.
like God or something. I don't know what that is. But I told him, I was like, dude, if you're not 100% sure, don't freaking do it. You
Right.
know? So I
I
want to help
agree.
out anyone who watches me. And I know Dev's a solid dude. Like he does not need to be here at all with on my channel at all. And he is. And I'm going to help people out too. I'm just going to, if anyone ever wants to hop on the live stream, let me know in the chat. And like tomorrow, I'm going to go live tomorrow. We're going to watch some videos. We're going to watch Dev's video that I put in my playlist talking about the whites because I want to hear what you have to
Whitey.
say. Yeah, the whites. I can say that. I'm white.
That's right. Well, another thing I want to talk on that too, because people think I'm just like a jerk when I talk about this stuff. I'll tell you right now, a world full of like weak, angry, frustrated, demoralized white guys. That's not good for anybody either, dude. It's not. It's not good. It's not a net positive to anybody else either. So that's why I kind of want to point it out too. It's not just out of like greed and we are gonna be the rule the world. Like it's not what it is. What I'm saying is like those aren't happy people, and it's something that needs to be addressed, man. It really does need to be addressed. And the propaganda and stuff is meant to divide and it's meant to cause toxicity. And yeah, man, I could talk about that for hours, but
Yeah, everything is propaganda now. You know, CNN's propaganda, Fox News is propaganda. Even
yeah,
probably some channels on YouTube are straight up propaganda.
yeah,
And right now, we're just two guys talking. Like, this isn't
yeah.
propaganda. It's just, it's real. It's YouTube.
That's
YouTube.
right. Yeah.
That's what this is right now. and I'm not trying to influence any. The only thing I'd influence someone is like always think of the bigger picture and try to be a free thinker, because you have so
Right.
many distractions now, and everyone's trying to make you think. And oh, this is the right way. No, you're doing everything wrong.
Yep.
You
And
know?
here's something else I'll say, adding to that, that kind of ties into what you talk about with your parents.
Yeah.
The older I get, the more I realize we all, like, humans are greedy by nature. We're entitled, we're not entitled, but we're like selfish by nature, narcissistic. Like, you can make these arguments to whatever degree, but this is what I try my best to do with YouTube in real life, and I pray that everyone else will do. Try to keep in mind that this is temporary, and touching people in a positive way. I know this sounds corny. Touching people's life in a positive way matters more than anything else. I don't give a shit what anybody says. Nothing it matters more than that. There ain't no, and this is generic, but there's no amount of money you're gonna get. Like, that stuff's cool because it's fun. But when you're on your deathbed, not not one person is going to say, like, I wish I would have worked more, I bought a nicer car. Everyone's going to say, like, I miss my mom and dad, or I miss
Right.
my bro, or I miss this guy. So, like, I tell people all the time, do not take people for granted. Like, even me and Spiro will talk when we hang out, because he'll be frustrated about a video, or I will, and we'll kind of remind each other, bro, forget YouTube. Don't let this isn't we're hanging out, bro. Or like, let's go get food and laugh at this and have a good time. I'm not about to let YouTube rule me over my real life. That shit's toxic. And this is what's happening with like TikTok and social media. These people are yelling at their cute dog, like, get away from me. I don't want to pet you. But the dog's like, man, I would, that means more than anything. That dog means a hell of a lot more than these assholes that talk shit to you on social media. Like, I wish people would get their minds right and get back to like real life again, because social media and smartphones have ruined us. Like, we are not able to enjoy people anymore. We think people are disposable now. And even like with your parents thing, that upsets me, because it's like, man, someone like you probably think to yourself, I'd give anything to have that phone call again, or see them again, and I get really mad at people that take that stuff for granted, or they're so caught up in the garbage of like these fake people liking them. It's like, YouTube to me is cool and make a few bucks and speak my mind. But if I can help people, or like talk to people like you, or that's going to mean more to me than anything. Like, even with Spiro, I want to see Spiro's channel blow up, and I want to see Raymond blow up, and Dad Mode, Dark Mode, or Marshall Brockway, any of these people. Like, I want to see them happy. Like, if I can add to that in some way, I will. Like, that to me matters more than anything, because I know I'm not going to be alive forever, and I don't want to be somebody that's like, yeah, that guy's a piece of shit. Like, even if you don't agree with me, a lot of people don't agree with things I say, controversial, political stuff, but I still want people to know that I'm a good person, and I'm trying to be a good person, and I want to influence other people to try their best to be a good person in a time when it's harder than ever to do that.
Yeah. Dev is definitely a good dude. You're definitely a good dude.
I try to be.
Yeah, we all
It's a
try.
battle.
Nobody's perfect.
Every day it's a battle, man.
Yeah. Real quick, Dev. Okay, let me look over. Okay, what is your purpose and or mission with your YouTube channel? Do you want to, is it to help men, make money, possible fame, or a mix of all three? What's the main motivator that gets you posting every single day?
So when I started the channel, obviously it was like, I'm gonna be a star. I mean, I didn't really care about that, but that kind of stuff's under. Yeah, you go like, I'm gonna blow up on YouTube, whatever that even looks like to me.
Yeah.
But as it's gone on, I've realized, like we just talked about, that's stupid, and the amount of work that goes into that, you're gonna be pretty miserable. And to touch on that topic a little more, I don't know if I want to be that famous. I've been recognized in the gym twice, in my local gym, which is crazy. And I got recognized at a gas station by a woman who did not like my content.
Boy.
That was interesting.
So imagine if you had 2 million subscribers.
Right. But I would say that I want to help people. I want to be like an uncle or a bro to people, and give them maybe some entertainment, and also to vent for themselves or to be a voice to people that don't really have a voice. And also, I want guys to wake up to a lot of the toxicity that they are getting ruined by. Like when I make fun of the trashy women and this not, people think this is just slop. Yeah, to some degree you can make that argument, but I want to remind guys every single day that you got to look out for this stuff. Like you really need to look out for a lot of this stuff. And I want people to realize how bad it is out here, because a lot of people that don't like my content or people's content like mine, they really think that a lot of women out here are sugar and spice and everything nice. And they crochet blankets all day, and they don't talk vulgar, and they don't do things behind guys' back. Like a lot of young women today are terrible, man. They are, like, the shit that's being normalized by the music and the over sexualized content, and it's bad. And if we don't talk about it and wake men up and shame women for it, it's going to get worse. And also, men need to be shamed too. Like a lot of guys need to do better as well. They're not taking care of themselves. They're being defeated. They're pedestalizing women and making women the center of their life instead of like
Right.
chasing excellence. Like you hear
Yeah.
these old school real red pill guys like Rich Cooper and Mike Sartain and Rollo Tomasi or Coach Corey Wayne, and I can name the 33 Secrets. You can name all these people, whether they're more money focused or more pickup and dating focused. That kind of stuff gets made fun of now, but that annoys me too, because there's a real need for that old school, like red pill content as well. A lot of guys have a lot of leveling up to do. They need to get yelled at. Some of them do.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely, for sure. And yeah, like you said, guys just like some guys just accept their fate. They give up. They don't want to go. And you've mentioned before in a video that when guys ask for your help, they're like, "Oh, I'm overweight. I want to." Da, 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 da. And you're like, oh, "Yeah, you got to hit the gym." And they're like, "Oh, I don't want to do that."
Yeah. Oh
It's like,
man, you
well,
should see the messages. Yeah.
it's like I
It's
want biceps like you, but I don't want to walk into a gym. It's like,
yeah. You know what's
implants,
funny is it's weird. It's weird getting compliments, because everybody that goes to my Instagram, they always give me shit. They're like, "Man, you fell off so bad," because I was in way better shape a few years ago. Like if you look at my Instagram, you go, "Whoa, is this even the same guy?" I was in way better shape. Never took nothing. I was always natural.
right?
Never messed with anything like that. But I was in good shape. And looking now, I'm like, man, I feel really out of shape. Like I'm super out of shape right now because I'm usually really lean. I haven't lost that much strength and everything, but like I used to be way more lean and my cuts were better, so I looked a little better. But I appreciate the compliments, man. I really do.
Yeah. How much do you weigh?
I'm like 160 something right now. Yeah,
Shit.
yeah,
Dang.
yeah,
Holy
yeah.
cow. I thought you were like more than that. I
No,
mean,
no. I used to,
160.
when I
That's
got really,
lean,
really,
dude. That is
yeah,
lean.
when I got really lean, like right when I was trying to be like a wannabe MMA fighter, so I was like getting lean for like the divisions. I was like 145, and I was benching 315 at 145
Damn.
pounds. Yeah,
Strong
yeah,
as a motherfucker.
yeah. I've always been really strong for my size. Yeah, I was always a really strong wrestler. I could always hit really hard, like boxing and stuff, and striking, and that's why I really loved combat sports for a while, because I was naturally relatively talented with that. Strong wrestler. Um, I'm relatively athletic. I know everyone says that, but I've always been pretty athletic. I've always excelled in every sport, and like my hands have always been really fast, and I can hit hard. So I've always thought I was a tough guy until you actually train, and then you realize real tough guys are pretty humble and they'll hurt you, man.
Yeah.
So you learn to get humble real quick. But yeah, I've always been a smaller guy, but I've always been really strong. Like I can do weighted pull-ups and weighted dips. Um, yeah, I'm pretty strong, man.
Yeah. That's hella strong. 315 at 145.
Yeah, yeah,
So I never
yeah.
hit no 300. Let me tell you.
You could, man. You could
I
just,
probably
you,
could.
you can get there, man. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. No matter, that's the thing with fitness that I love. No matter where you are, like if you want to get stronger, you can do it. If you want to get leaner and just worry about your looks, you can do it. And it's just everybody's road is a little different. But I hate people feeling defeated and not wanting to try. The gym is so important to me, even for mental health, dude. It's everything.
Yeah, and probably you build also some camaraderie with other
Oh yeah.
guys, possibly,
Yep.
which in this day and age, like, you know,
Yep.
I'm talking to a guy on the internet. I don't have in real life friends.
Right.
You know?
Yep. That's the way the world is today, man, unfortunately.
Yes. Okay, let me glance over that. Holy crap. Well, the last thing I got on the questions is, like you said before in my last live, how you'd want to talk about the doom and gloom. So doom and gloom, question mark. Everyone loves negativity now. Positivity doesn't get views, and people always look at train wrecks or car wrecks on the side of the road. They got to slow down and look. You want to dive into that butchered question I wrote down?
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. With YouTube is where I really would like to talk about that. And it applies to everything in life, but there's just such a negativity bias. There's such a negativity bias. And I blame YouTube sometimes. I mean, ultimately you got to blame the viewers, but
Right.
it's sad. Like if you want to do well on YouTube, you're going to have to kind of play that game. And if you want to actually help men, like there's good videos. Tigerfitness.com. It's like a fitness page that I watch. Mark Lobliner. He's like a bodybuilder guy I've watched for a long time. Guy's like a 500,000 subscribers. And I've looked at some of his videos where he's talking about this new amino acid or this new supplement or data on a certain nutrient and how it can help you with blood pressure, like whatever weird valuable stuff. 400 views in a day. Like, what is this, dude? And then you look at some guy, like, not to disrespect Marshall Brockway, but stuff like that, and it's like 100,000 views, people just eating it up. And I get it, man, but it's discouraging. And there's been times when I've wanted to just walk away from YouTube because I get so annoyed that it's like, this isn't really helping anyone. This is just, it's just me putting a lot of energy into something that's kind of making me more negative. And it's annoying that people don't want to hear positivity. They don't want to hear that you can do better. They don't, whether that's political stuff or fitness stuff or dating stuff, people just love the sky is falling, the sky is falling. And I see these channels like, again, I'll name a name, and I don't watch this guy, but I've seen it pop up, the Functional Melancholic. I've only seen one of his videos. I think the guy sounds great. He's good on camera. I'm not disrespecting him at all, but I'm looking at the views and I'm like, that guy's getting like a half a million.
The math
and I'm
ain't
like,
mathin'.
Yeah, and people are just eating it up,
Eating
making a
all
video
the
about,
fucking
yeah, like I went
eating
into the
it up,
store
dude.
and I'm looking at the mustard and realizing, why am I doing this? And like, it's
I
a
saw
good
that
video.
exact one.
Yeah. And I'm like, dude, what is this? Why are so many people loving this? Like, God damn, you guys, come on.
Who knows? Maybe the guy's an android or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. You
I
never
don't know. And I've also talked to some people that have bigger channels. There's some other channels that I've talked to, and they've told me that most of the time when you see a channel that's doing like ridiculously well, there's a lot of money behind him. And I'm not saying that's the case for that guy. Maybe not. He might just be smart on the back end with, saying what people want to hear right now, like the sky is falling, it's over, it's cooked, and the audience being online at the right time and they're pushing it. There's so much that goes into it. But for me, I can't get behind that. Like I've been accused of being a doom and gloomer and like a black pill guy so many times. And I'm like, maybe some of my videos that comes through.
I never
Yeah.
say you're black pill. Like,
No, never. I get mad at guys for not wanting to do better. Like I'll make fun of women and trashy women and dating's cooked, like laughing, joking. But I don't tell men to give up. You can give up. It's the only goddamn life you have. Like this is going to be over soon. I tell people that all the time. You ain't going to be around forever. You're not that important. Like people need to realize that none of us matter that much. Like we're going to die. And I know it sounds really negative and scary, but that's why I'm like, even coming on your live stream and you're like saying, "Oh, I'm a nobody." Bullshit, dude. Like you're a cool guy. And to me, I'm like, this is super important to me. There's nothing else I'd rather be doing. Get to meet you.
Dude.
I watch your videos and I'll come on again. This is awesome to me. Like you're important. No, I'm not better than you. Hell no. So much of YouTube is like timing and luck. And dude, your videos, yeah, your videos are good, man. Your channel's needed. Your channel's good, and don't give up at all, man. If anything, take a step back,
dude.
Yeah, and put more work into maybe making adjustments on. Let's see if they like the camera angle like this, or up or down. Make my lighting a little better, or maybe make the background dark with some lights like I do behind me, or work on good hook in the intro, or those titles and the hashtags, and optimizing your channel on the back end behind the scenes. There's a lot of stuff that goes into that too that maybe you haven't done yet.
Oh, and I haven't done the back end stuff. I don't even
No,
know what the back end stuff
yeah,
is, but
and
I'm
I
gonna
really
look
don't
into
either.
it.
Yeah, I'm not really smart with that stuff either, but the channels that do really well, it's because they've put a lot of work into that usually.
Yeah.
Even the people that play the game of like the minimal videos where they're just sitting there talking about, I'm 28 and I have no will to live anymore. Like, those people ain't stupid, bro. When I did the video, I'll tell you this right now. When I did the video that really blew up, the 38 years old, never married, no kids,
Yeah.
as God is my witness, that was not meant to be like a trend video. And I'm not saying other people weren't making those videos, but I never saw anyone else. That was a genuine video of me sitting in my room just venting about that because it was on my mind. And that was the video that kind of took off. And I saw so many channels after that that did that same video. And I'm not saying I influence all of them, because a lot of people probably blew up with videos like that in the past. But I didn't
Yeah.
see it until then. I'm like, whoa, people actually latch on to these trends and
Yeah.
they run with it. And now I'm seeing people that are all just like reading AI scripts, which the last week I got accused of that like 10 times. People are like, this guy's AI slop. I'm like, I'm the one guy that's not speaking professional. Like, I speak like an idiot and just, I look around a lot because I think when I look around, but like there's like a wall here. There's nothing. I'm not reading anything. Like,
Right.
people are
Right.
weird. Like,
Oh,
I
you
get
can
accused of that a
tell.
lot.
You can tell when someone's reading a script.
Yep.
Because
Yeah.
usually when they're on the computer and they're just like looking at another monitor and not looking at the camera.
Right. But I can't believe how many people have accused me of that. Like, my brother was in a live stream recently of some girl that's like kind of like tries to be in the manosphere stuff, and somebody brought up people reading AI scripts and AI slop. And she's like, yeah, there's this one guy and he sits in his car, and she was like naming me and they're like, oh, that's Dapper Dev. And she's like, yeah, that guy's just like fake. I'm like, I was like, man, I'm gonna message this B, I'm like, what is this shit crazy? And I don't really care, but I'm looking at my videos. I'm like, how can you accuse me of that? Like, I'm all over the place. I'm not as structured as I should be. I'd have more success if I was more structured, but I'm like a sloppy guy that's all over the place. I'm not freaking reading. Where does that even
No,
come
I
from? I don't
never
think
thought
there's.
you were reading the script. You're just like doing it off the dome for the
Yeah.
most part, from what I
And,
can tell.
and if I have notes, I'll say, like, I want to talk about these bullet points in my notes,
Yeah.
but it's not an AI script, It's weird.
No, you already know you're not going to make everyone happy.
Yeah,
Like,
that's for sure.
if you're more right leaning, of course it's going to piss people off. If
Yep.
you were a liberal channel, you're going to piss
Yep.
people off. You're not going to
Yep.
make everyone happy.
That's
I
right. Yep.
mean, yeah, pretty
Yep.
much. Do you need to get going, Dev? You've been on here for an hour and a half. You said you had an hour and a half.
I can go a little bit longer, maybe another till like 45 after. I can probably scramble after that if we got anything else want to add.
Okay, let me see what I got written down. I want to know, what is your, I don't know if we've been over this yet, because a lot of guys that watch me, I think one or two maybe get inspired by watching me, and then they have a channel, and maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But I know there's probably some people on here who are content creators, which I never thought I'd be one. It's weird even saying that. What is your advice to any content creators that are even less subs than me, who, any advice you would like to give
As far as like to grow their channel?
Or just to, grow and do what obviously everyone wants to accomplish to do.
I would say spend some time binge watching the channels that talk about YouTube growth and get the gold nuggets out of that, because there's a lot more to it than just posting a video and it blows up. YouTube doesn't know who to show your stuff to. Like, even a lot of times when I post something that's not like everything else, it's not going to get any views. They don't know who to show that to. That's why usually if you want to talk about different stuff, you need to start a different channel, because YouTube, like I said, they'll try your video with a small sample group who they think it's for. And then if it does well, let's move on to a bigger group and then a bigger group. And if the stars aren't aligned to where the right people are being shown that, and they go, I'm not interested in this. They go, oh, Sinaguso's video sucks. I'm not showing this to anyone else. But it's because, no, you're showing this video to Edna, the gardener. She doesn't care about
Right.
trashy women in a street interview like YouTube. What are you doing? You know? So I would say try to learn more about the back end, which I need to do as well, because I don't know that much about it. I am kind of like lucky to where I just kept posting the same crap over and over and they learned who to show it to. But I don't like optimize my channel with the right hat. I don't do that stuff. Not nearly as much as most people do. I'd probably have a lot more success if I did, to be quite honest with you. But I would tell people try their best to make videos every day, even if you don't upload them. Get comfortable recording, get comfortable just being yourself on camera, and wrap your head around the fact that, like you said, half the people are going to love you, half the people aren't going to love you, no matter what. You ain't making everybody happy. So be yourself. Do not let the haters stop you, because they will. People are going to always come at you. You're ugly and you're this and you don't know what you're talking about. You're wrong.
And
That's
I'm
always going
bald.
to be
I'm
there.
not
Yeah,
aware
yeah,
that I'm
yeah.
bald.
There
That
are
I get
some people
called
that are,
bald.
yeah,
It's like,
there are
oh, I
some
lost
people
my
that are,
hair. Where'd it
yeah,
go? I didn't know.
there are people that are so miserable, and I don't even get mad at the haters anymore. Like I really feel bad for them. Like
Right.
I wish I could make those people, because people that do that, anybody who watches a channel they don't like just because they want to get mad, like that's a sad person. I'm dead serious. Like there is nobody I would ever make a video about that I don't like. There's no way I would watch their videos. If I don't like it, I'm moving on. It's not adding to my life. I have enough negativity. It's negativity is everywhere. I don't need to watch somebody who gets my blood pressure up. I'd rather just make my own videos, speaking my piece. You know, I'm not gonna I'll never make a reaction video to when people talk bad about me in videos. People send them to me all the time. There's like 10 channels that people send me all the time that are doing this. I haven't
Yeah.
watched in months. I don't watch them because I'm not interested in making hit piece videos on people or giving people shine that are just trying to get my audience to see them through drama. I'm not rewarding that. That's not a good sustainable way to have growth on YouTube, because ultimately those people want to grow on YouTube. They can say they don't all they want. I'm not going to sit here and be like, I don't want views and I don't want money. Hell yes, I do. But I'm trying my best not to let that rule me. I want
Right.
my authenticity to be at the front lines. Money and stuff will come second. If I can use some clickbait stuff in my title and thumbnail, I will. But I'm not going to go overboard just because I need the views. I'd rather make an appropriate one that doesn't get as much views. That's what matters to me. I'm not going to let it rule me. But I'm going on a rant again. Let me reel it back
That's all
in.
right.
I would tell people, if they want to grow on YouTube, take the time to watch the videos that teach you about like optimizing your homepage and like the tags that teach YouTube what are similar channels. Which I need to do all that stuff still. The hashtags, the consistency of posting the same type of content. Looking at other people that you want to kind of mimic and what's working for them. And that's what gets you the views. You have to teach the algorithm who to show this video to. If you're just going off the cuff and sitting there in your car like I do and talking about like why Pizza Hut's better than Little Caesars, or why little, like, you can do that 100 times and maybe they'll learn who to show that to. But the algorithm needs to know who to show it to and make sure it's showing it to the right people, because if they give you like 20 impressions and show it to 20 people and they're the wrong people, you're done. They're not pushing that video anymore. So
Yeah.
it's important to get the channel to a place where it's showing your video to the right people.
Yeah. Yeah. I got a
You
good
know,
little group crowd who watches and comments on my, and I'm glad, I'm cool with that, getting a couple hundred views.
I will
And
say one thing I think hurting your channel is that when I looked at it, you've got like gaming stuff. And so
yeah.
I think it might think that you're like a manosphere channel, men's self-development, red pill stuff, but also you're kind of just like a satire channel, making the jokes and stuff and having fun. So I don't think YouTube knows exactly who to show it to yet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because I'm
Right.
sure there's a subculture of people that hate red pill stuff. They hate manosphere. So they would love to watch videos like that. But is that a big enough audience to make money? You have to decide if it's something you want to
Yeah.
make money with.
I mean, I
Maybe
don't
you need
hate
to,
Manosphere
right,
or
right.
hate Red Pill, but I want to like think outside the box. Like, let me give you an example. Someone like Andrew Wilson super, if you want to call him a red pill, I'm a super conservative. Da, da, da. You married a woman who has 2 babies by 2 different men.
Right.
Is that traditional?
I don't think
so.
he is. I think he's been on video saying he's not red pill. He doesn't want to be associated with it. I think he's more just like a, um, I think he's more like maybe a right leaning political guy that talks about anti-feminism stuff. But yeah, I like Andrew Wilson, but also yeah, it kind of goes against like what his crowd preaches.
Right.
So yeah, it's a
I
tough
know
one.
Dapper Dev ain't marrying no chick with 2 kids by 2 different
Hey
freaking
man, I'm gonna
guys.
be honest. I talk about how it's not optimal to marry a single mother, but I'll tell you this right now. 2 of my buddies that are married, that are the happiest, they happen to marry single mothers. Like, it's not, I can't say that it's not possible, but I would say it's not optimal. You know what I mean? I'm not going to tell people that it's in your best interest, but I'm not going to say it can't be done because I've seen it done. I think it's just a case by case thing. And as much as like my audience isn't going to want to hear what I'm about to say, I would argue it's more important to find a woman that actually has integrity and stuff.
Right.
Maybe she is a single mother over a girl that checks all the boxes, but she doesn't have any integrity. You're going to be better off with the single mother, maybe in that case. Like I know a woman right now who was the wife of one of my best friends who passed away on his 29th birthday. She's a single mother. She's a really great woman. Why wouldn't, that's a woman that a guy would probably be very happy marrying. But that's why I don't like speaking in absolutes, because it makes an idiot out of me at times, because absolutes just hardly ever work.
Yeah. You also said you're meeting up with Spiro tonight.
Yeah, yep.
Tell him I definitely want to get him on one of my lives, but also I want you to do an experiment. Since Spiro seems to have the back end figured out. Now, tell me if this is crazy. It's something I want you to try, and let me know if you do try it. Maybe sit down with him and figure out a video for you about, I don't know, 10-minute video or something, and have him do all his scientist stuff, back end stuff. But you're going to post the video, right? Does that sound like a good idea?
Well, I mean, I know the same stuff he does. I just don't put the work into it like he does. You know what I mean? He works really hard at making sure it's the right video at the right time for the audience. He has important things he wants to talk about, but he plans the videos more, is what I'm kind of saying. Like he plans the videos. I don't. I just roll with it. One of my videos was all my videos that I do that with, they end up doing better. Like you can look at some of my videos, like 40, 50,000 views, 100,000 views. Those are the ones where I kind of put a little more work into them.
Right.
Most of the daily stuff, though, I just don't do that. Like the one I did where I was reacting to the Adam Carolla video, that one was timed in a way that people kept sending me that video, and I realized, oh, this is really hot with my audience right now. Yeah. And then I reacted to it, so the algorithm was like, hey, this audience also likes this. So they just started showing it to everybody. And that's why that video is probably at 100,000 views now at this point.
Yeah.
Maybe not, but it's going to be at some point. So, I understand it. I just don't put in the work as much as I should, because uploading daily, unless you have like almost full time worth to dedicate to it, you're not going to be able to do that research. You're just not. You're not going to be able to work all day and then get off work and look at the videos that are trending and what your audience is watching. It's a lot of work, man.
That sounds like what Jack Morgan does.
Oh, I don't, we've never talked that much, but I know this much. Jack Morgan is an extremely hard worker. We've talked briefly. He knows what he's doing, and he's very intelligent. He's a lot smarter than I think he even gives himself credit for. And he's been working hard at this for a long time. So when I see people hate on Jack Morgan, it's like, bro, that guy has been at this for a long time. Lots of trial and error, lots of curating an audience. So I always respect bigger channels like that when I know that they've put the work in. Some channels I see where I'm like, I don't see the work's been put in. How is this so big? You know what I mean? But I don't want to hate on them. It's hard not to, though. It's hard not to be envious.
Yeah. I wouldn't say I'm envious, but he's more like motivating, because everyone wants to be Jack Morgan, right?
Yeah.
In the YouTube space, making loot and having a full head of hair.
Right. He's got that hair, man.
Getting hot chicks, probably.
Yep.
I'm assuming he gets hot chicks.
Yeah, I think I think he's married, right? I think if he's not married, he's with a long-term relationship.
Yeah,
He,
he
he's a
moved
he's a
in with
he's a
some chick.
he's a one woman kind of guy as far as I know. He's got a great woman as far as I know. I've never met her obviously, but he seems really happy and she's a part of it too. And yeah, they're a good couple. It seems like he's got it figured out. He's put a lot of work in, man. He deserves what he has. Jack's a good guy. And like I said,
Yeah,
he's even like talked to me like this when he had nothing to gain from it. Still
right.
doesn't to this day. Like I'm sure Jack watches some of my videos like, dude, what are you doing? Shut up. Quit talking about this controversial stuff. Because I'll say things where I've lost a lot of subscribers, dude. There was
Right.
one video I did when I was mad at my audience, the way they were just being like doom and gloomers. And I made one video. I lost like 2,400 subscribers in one day, bro.
And what was the topic of that video?
I think it was like the video of like white men need to do better, or kind of like a pull yourself up by the bootstraps video. People hate that.
Oh
Men
yeah,
don't want to hear that. I
they
mean,
don't
but I
want to put
just
in
get
no
mad.
work.
I get mad and I go at them and I'm like, yeah, unsubscribe, MFer, and I'll just get in my moods where I want to do that because it's like if you want to maximize growth, if that's like your number one goal, you have to play by the rules. You have to walk the
Yeah.
line. You have to understand that YouTube is the boss. This is their platform. There's things you can and
Yes.
can't say. There's they push what they want to push, and you either jump on board or you don't. But I do that to the best of my ability while still trying to be true to myself because I'm one of those people that it doesn't feel good when I know I'm like being fake. You know,
Yeah.
I'll
Same
play the
here.
game. I'll play the game a little bit, but I won't do it so much to where I feel like it's just super
Yeah.
inauthentic.
Or like you sold your soul.
Yeah, I
You
can't do
don't
it, man.
strike me as a soul seller.
Nah, can't do it, man. At the end of the day, I want to feel good, and like I said, I'm not a traditional Christian or like I don't go to church. The churches in my area are super woke.
Oh
They
God,
fly all the
I can only
flags and stuff.
imagine.
Yeah, so it's like I don't
No,
go
I
to
don't
those
go to church.
churches.
I'm a horrible
No,
Catholic. I don't
yeah,
go
but
to church.
I talk to God. I talk to Jesus like I'm talking to a friend every day, and people bash me all the time. You're not a real Christian, but that's all right. Like I want to get more into my Christianity and stuff. I do need to do that, but I'm trying to navigate that in a way that's not with like the popular things I see that are not what
You
I
should
would
make a
consider to be.
video about your faith also.
Yeah, maybe I will. That's not a bad idea. Maybe I will.
I'm sure that'll piss a bunch of people off. Because of
Yeah, it
course,
will.
why wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
it will. Yeah, I think a lot of my audience, one thing that annoys me, and I shouldn't care about politics as much as I do, because the older I get, I always call myself like conservative or right leaning, but that's just because mainly I just have seen so much of the bad side of the left that they just naturally push me to be like their arch enemy.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to put work into getting better at not letting the political stuff make me hate people or think one-sidedly, you know what I mean? Because the people that say like, "Oh, both parties are the same, it's all the same shit." That is true, but I still think in my mind, and no one's going to persuade me otherwise, I still think the right is the lesser of two evils. And again, that's my perspective being in Seattle. And a lot of people
Oh yeah.
disagree, and
In
I'm cool with that.
Seattle, yes.
Yeah, right. Yep.
But I live in a, God-fearing, gun-loving red state,
Yep.
and let me tell you,
You probably get
the
overwhelmed by the
Republicans
people that
just
are
want to make a
yeah.
buck. They want to
Yep,
make a
yep,
buck,
yep.
and they live on acreages.
Yep.
You ever watch Yellowstone? That's how they're living.
Yep.
Probably a bigger house, more land. It's like Yellowstone. That's how our Republicans are.
One thing about
Here.
politics that I will say that always rings true to me is every time I talk about politics, I'll see people that say evil corporations. We need bigger, stronger government to manage the corporations and to watch out for the corporations. And then my other friends will say the free market's not the problem. The problem is these evil, corrupt politicians. And I'm always telling people like, it's both. They're in bed together. That's the worst part of all this. They're in bed together. They've sold us out a long time ago. Like even my friends that are really far left, they love Mom Donnie in New York. I'm like, I'm not a fan. Like I hate communism. I hate social. Like I'm not a fan of that stuff at all. But then people will talk about all the bad points of like the right and the free market is corruption and greed. And I'm like, I don't really have a good answer then because it is both. It's corporate greed in political greed and fraud too. Like they're in bed together, and that's what people can't seem to wrap their head around.
Yeah, the corporations are funding their campaign.
Yep.
So it's like
Yep.
it's like I want the problem to fix the problem, pretty
Yep.
much.
And then the fraud in a lot of these cities and states, like the mismanagement, like Washington State, I might be wrong here, but I believe it was last year, they brought in 14 billion with a B in tax revenue. The homeless crisis gets worse every day.
Yeah.
The streets are a disaster. Transportation's a disaster. Traffic and housing prices and food. Like people keep saying, like, I hate Elon Musk. Tax the 1%. I'm like, okay, cool. We can talk about taxing rich people more after we get to the bottom of all this fraud and misuse of money and theft of money and money that's missing. Like, there's no shortage of tax revenue. Like people don't realize that.
Same here.
There is
billions with a B.
Billions. Yeah. So it's like we need to hold these people accountable first. Again, it's just you can't get through to anyone though. So I'm trying to get better at not letting my like right-leaning political views cloud me from hearing a good idea from somebody on the other side, if that makes sense.
Yeah, and if someone like sometimes you talk to super far left liberal people, you can't get through to them. And then sometimes you talk to far right conservative, you can't get through to them. It's like you gotta like I'm a person where I don't care if you're liberal, conservative, you can watch my channel. It's fine. Just don't be, I don't know, preaching your bullshit, I guess.
I keep seeing Raymond's name in your chat, and I'm tempted to see what people say.
They're obsessed with Raymond in my chat.
Raymond's, I'm telling you now, I've got Raymond's number. We've texted stuff. Raymond he's a good dude. Like he might just openly say, "Oh, I care about his money," and like people make those. But I mean, dude, he works hard. Like people that say, I've seen people talk about grifting. It's like, dude, I'm not live streaming for hours like that and putting up with the haters. I just like him, love him or hate him. Raymond is working his ass off. Like he works hard and he puts up with the same thing we talked about. Like, I don't think YouTube knows who the hell to show Raymond's videos to because I'll watch his videos. Like he just had a video recently where he talked about thanking everybody because the house sold and I want to impact people's lives. And it was such a good video. I watched it when I was driving, so I didn't get to comment. Right. And the views were low. And I'm like, how is this not getting pushed more? So I think Raymond's channel, like a lot of channels, he's got stuck in this place where probably the same as you, YouTube doesn't know who the hell to show these videos to. And it's like they're showing to a small sample size and it might do okay with like the core audience, but then they stop pushing it. And it's like that annoys me when I see people that are working really hard and they're not getting the views they should be getting. And it's like, God, it annoys me. And I get people like trolling Raymond, but I'm telling you right now, in my opinion, he's a good dude. That's somebody that I would have his back. And I bet you if you hung out with him in real life, he's a nice guy. I'm willing to bet that.
Yeah, and another thing, God, I would not want to live stream every single day for hours.
I couldn't. I
think it was the end of one of my streams that you were chiming in on, and you were in the chat. At the end of the stream, I'm like, dude, how the fuck does Raymond do this every day?
Yeah,
like I wouldn't want to.
And he's good too. Like in my opinion, Raymond's live streams are good. Like people can hate and troll him. I think he's pretty damn good. I think Raymond's live streams are better than a lot of big channels I've seen. I don't spend as much time as I would like to on YouTube because I'm busy, but when I get a chance, I'll pop in. If I see you online or him online going live, I'll try to show some support. But man, same thing with Raymond. He does a good job. I think his live streams are damn good, man. I do.
Yeah, his live streams can be entertaining at times.
yeah.
Especially with the crashing out. I did make a compilation bit of a lot of the crash outs he was having. They ate that video up. Nom 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 nom. They love that shit. That's what they want from me.
I'm sure Raymond likes those too. He has a good sense of humor. I'm sure he probably laughs it off to some degree. You know, he might get a little more annoyed with the trolling because the problem with the trolls is once they get through to you, they get hungry. Like for me, I've had people send me death threats. I've had people message me on Instagram that name my actual gym. They know where I go. And I'm just telling them, like, I'll be there
Pull
at
up.
5. Yeah, like seriously. And I'm not Superman. Maybe I'm gonna get my ass whooped. But you have to let those people know that it's like, I'm not the toughest guy in the world, but I take care of myself, and I've spent a lot of time in combat sports and stuff. It's like the average person's not going to stand in front of me and like walk through me. It's just not going to happen.
No, you're
And
probably
I
gonna
don't
drop them.
yeah, and I'm not saying I'm kicking no one's ass. I'm trying to be humble, because if you're not humble, the universe will humble you.
Right, right.
But when people come at me crazy and like, man, if I see you, I'm like, dude, if you see me, I'm gonna light your face up like a Roman candle, because I've sparred many rounds with very high level boxers and wrestlers and stuff. It's just most people that talk like that bark like that, they are not tough. They've never seen real violence. Like I've got scars on my knuckles. I got scars here. I got scars on my like people that really have seen crazy stuff, they know that violence can be traumatizing. You don't want to invite that stuff, man.
Oh
Crazy stuff
no.
can happen, you know.
And you're a
But
good dude, so I'd say just keep your head on a swivel,
yeah,
because whoever it is, they're not gonna step toe to toe with you. They're
well, they
gonna
might, man.
they're gonna
People are
they're gonna
crazy.
try some John Lennon shit, probably.
Yeah, or that. Yep. But I believe, man, if it happens, it happens. If there's no way in my mind, like I'm humble enough to think there's no way I'm important enough to make someone do something that crazy. There's just if they're that nuts, I'm like, man, you I don't know, man, you're just that crazy. But I tell everyone this: I'm willing to bet anybody and everybody that's ever like made a bad video about me or whatever, if they hung out with me in real life, they would walk away saying, man, I can't hate that guy. He's a nice guy. Like I try to be the friend that if I got to work at 5 in the morning and you call me at 2 in the morning, I want to be there. Like I want to go out of my way to be like, yeah, I'm going to be the guy that's going to be there to help people, because it's important to me to be known of as like a good person. And I want to encourage other people to be a good person, because it just feels good just between me and God. It feels good to know that like, I'm doing the right thing for the sake of doing the right thing, not because the camera's on, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I think a lot of this stream shows what you just said, that you're a good, solid dude, has good morals, isn't a piece of shit, and someone who can be looked up to. So
Well, let's
what
be clear.
I'm getting,
Sometimes I am, but I always word it like this: like none of us are perfect. I think we're all capable of good and evil. We're all inherently can go either way. There's an old saying: when God favors you, the devil favors you as well. So you're always getting pulled both ways. But at the end of the day, I try. Like I'm actively trying my best not to give in to the bad stuff and not to be the bad me. I want to be the good me, and just actively try. So I don't want to sit there and act like I'm some great guy that's better than everybody. It's good to kind of stay centered, to be humble, but I do work hard at trying to get better. That's how I would word it. That's, I think, the proper way to word it.
yeah, I definitely believe that, because Dev is a dude who puts in freaking work on the job site, on in the gym, and probably mentally and anywhere else, and he'll help people out that need help. That's, I mean, you can see it on the stream. So
I appreciate that, man.
but Dev, I kept you. It's almost 9 o'clock. You got to meet up with Spiro. Tell Spiro I want to have him on the show, and if he has an email in his description, I'll definitely message him at some point.
You want me to
And
give him your number? Would you be cool with that? He'll text you.
yeah, sure. Go
All
ahead.
right, that might be easier. It's a lot faster. That way you don't got to play email tag. You know what I mean?
And now I got
Yeah.
this. Now I got this figured out. It was the inviting someone to OPS I didn't know how to do, but now I know. So, and then
And
I also
before I
noticed.
go,
Yeah.
oh, go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry about that.
Oh, and now I worked out the kinks with the double audio freaking playing. Like you were playing in the control room, and so I shut off one of your. It's like Dapper Dev's echoing, yeah, because I'm playing two of his audios.
Yeah.
But what were you saying?
I was gonna say also before I go, and I know this sounds like cliche, but seriously, if you do have questions, text me anytime. Text Spiro anytime. I don't know everything, but dude, I would be happy to help you. You can, if you have YouTube questions, or if you want to get my take on something. Sometimes I'm a little slow if I'm working, but don't feel like you're bothering me at all. Not at all. If I'm slow, I'm slow. But like I tell everyone that subscribes, like follow me on Instagram and message me, or like the one-on-one phone number. That's just there like for a way to support the channel. Most people can't afford to do like a pay-per-minute service, but some people do. It's just a cool way to
Right,
support the
right.
channel. I tell everyone to message me for free instead. It's just if you want to talk right now on the phone, that's a cool way to do it.
Yeah.
But text me anytime. Questions aren't dumb. You're not annoying me. I've always been kind of like afraid to text Jack because I'm like, I don't want to bother him or feel like I'm just using him for YouTube stuff. But no, dude, at all. Like this is something you're putting work into. So if you have questions like, hey, I might do this, or what do you think about this title? Message me, dude, anytime. I would be happy to help any way I can. I mean it.
Oh yeah. And I'm definitely gonna go back and re-watch this because you did drop some gems with the content creation. And maybe I'll cut that up and make that into something. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna re-watch the stream. I'm definitely gonna read the chat. Who knows what's going on in the chat right now? I might
You
have to
never
read
know.
the chat.
Yeah, I haven't been. I keep seeing Raymond's name pop
And
up.
let
I
me
haven't been
guess,
looking too much.
Raymond. That's all that's
There's
going
a
on
lot
in
of
my
Raymond.
fucking chat. And God,
They love Raymond.
They do love Raymond. I wish these guys loved me as much as they loved Raymond.
That is awesome. One thing I will say that I've noticed right now with the lighting thing, the lighting in my video looks way better than on the live stream that I'm looking at. It does look super orange, and you look super crystal clear with proper white balance. So I don't know what the heck's going on with that. What camera are you using?
Oh, it's just some cheap ass 1080 pixel. Actually, are you watching the stream or the camera I'm sharing in the control room?
So on my phone right now, I have your video right below me, like one-on-one, but I also have the stream on my laptop, just like to kind of see the chat.
Orange in the stream.
Yeah, your video quality on my phone is way better, dude. Way, way better.
Okay,
I don't know why that is.
That's because I'm using NVIDIA Broadcast and I don't have all these orange. I'm fucking up on my filters on this. I'm gonna tweak some stuff.
It sounds kind of like trivial, but I promise you the video quality will scare a lot of people off. If like the audio and video isn't great, a good percentage of the viewers going to click on like, I'm not watching this. And then that just destroys your reach. So try your best to get the lighting right. I mean, don't go crazy, but try your best to have the visual experience a good one as well, because there's a lot of shallow people that's all they care about.
Yeah.
Like even I had a really good video. I had a really good video a while back that I thought out and I thought it was optimized great, and it did terrible because my mic wasn't plugged in. I just said, screw it, I'm uploading it. The audio sucks. And dude, the view duration was terrible because it's just they don't want to listen to that bad audio.
Yeah, audio is the most important. That's why I bought this puppy.
Yep.
And I sound a hell of a lot better. But now it's just I need to tweak my webcam settings because you're watching a totally different camera on your phone than is being streamed right now. Because I bought this camera just for you coming on here. So that way.
Look at that. I'm an important kind of guy, man.
Yeah. And an excuse to buy something from Best Buy. I love Best Buy.
That's right. That's pretty cool.
But Dev, thanks for coming on. Tell Spiro I said what's up. And yeah, I don't know what you're doing tonight. What, it's 6 o'clock? No, it's 7 o'clock there.
Yep. Yeah. Him and my brother Donald are going to meet up and grab some food, and I'm going to meet up with them. Actually, it's funny. My brother met Spiro through me, and him and my brother are closer than me and him. They hang out way more.
That's funny.
But I'm going to stop by and see them and bullshit with them for a little bit. And then I got to come home and be up late doing work stuff. And I'll probably start recording till about 2 in the morning. Then I'll be up at 5. Then I'll be up at 5 getting ready to go to work, man.
See, Dapper Dev is grinding. Most guys won't do what you're doing.
But I'm also blessed. I don't need much sleep.
You know what most guys do, Dev? They go to their job for 8 hours. They come home, and that's all they do. That's all the money they got coming in. They don't want to do nothing else. When they get home, on the couch playing a video game. That's what most guys are doing.
I think a lot of that as well is going back to the first point. Vitamins and minerals, nutrition, mental health, like consuming too much toxic, negative stuff. Most guys are not, I don't want to word this. I think a lot of guys are not depressed. They're discouraged. Shout out to George Bruno, another good channel that I've watched forever. Listen, my son, if you know who George Bruno is, I've learned so much from that guy. Yeah, George Bruno is the man. I've actually spoke with him. He watched my channel, and I was like a fangirl because I've watched that guy for years. He's got like a big channel, and I was like, oh my God, it's just someone I've always looked up to. I've learned a lot from him. But he always says, like, you're not depressed, you're discouraged. And I think a lot of men are being, they're consuming too much toxic, negative stuff. Their vitamins and minerals are just depleted from the
Right.
junk food. They're not working out. They're not getting their body moving. They're not getting the positive momentum of doing something like curling until you don't want
Right.
to curl anymore. And then you get done, you go, God, I'm glad I did that. You know what I mean? I did it. I got it
Right.
done with. And brick by brick, you kind of build positive momentum the same way negative momentum will dogpile on you if you keep
Yeah.
watching this garbage,
Right. Yeah. And I think you have good, Dapper Dev has good content. Definitely subscribe to Dapper Dev and subscribe to me. If you guys are watching and aren't subscribed, freaking hit that freaking subscribe button on me and Dapper Dev.
Heck
Because
yeah.
we're real dudes on here.
That's right.
We're
right.
real humans. But Dapper Dev, I don't want to keep you any longer. It's 9 o'clock now. I really don't want to go to work tomorrow, but I guess I have to.
All right, man. I appreciate it, and we'll be talking. I'll give Spiro your number, and then well, I'm sure we'll text off and on as well, man.
Awesome. Sounds good, Dev. Thanks for coming on the show, and I really appreciate it. It was fun
All
having
right,
you
brother.
on.
Yep. We'll do it again sometime.
All right, sounds good. I'll see you around, Dev.
All right, bye-bye.
Later. All righty. Man, that was an event, wasn't it? Hold on. Let's see what's I don't know what's been going on in my chat. Should I look? Okay, we got, hold on a second here. Real quick. Okay. I want to get the super chats that I can see on the screen. I did not get a chance to reply to any of this stuff. Damn it. Okay, that's better. Let's make this larger. Doing it live, folks. One from Spiro. Okay. Spiro, I don't know if you're still out there, but thank you for that super chat, brother. Ron Johnster, thank you for the super chat, brother. I don't know if you're still here. And what the hell's been going on in my chat? I have no freaking clue. Let me get a rip of this. Freaking Aurora. Aurora, I glanced and you were being a freaking naughty boy in my freaking chat. Not trying to be mean, but Surge is a creeper. Surge, that guy Raymond pushes all the time. Yeah, Surge. Oh shit. Damn it. Nostalgic. We were talking about Dev until Raymond had to turn his entire live stream about this particular chat. That's why this chat turned into oh, Raymond was stream sniping me? Damn me, Raymond. Hold on a sec. Let me look at my freaking back to move my OBS so I can look at my freaking. Okay. Yeah, that was awesome, dude, having freaking Dapper Dev on here. That was cool as shit, dude. Dapper Dev is a solid freaking dude. Damn it. Dapper Dev is a good dude. Go subscribe to him. Oh, I briefly glanced. It's weird. It said Jonathan Aiden Scott gave me $50, but his super chats never appear. Like they never stick around. Like see? I got these other ones. Oh yeah, that's another one. I can't get them all on screen. But there's none. Did y'all see that? And thank you guys for watching. That was freaking cool. I'm gonna start inviting more people on here. That was fun. Dev is a cool ass dude. I always got Dev's back for sure. Oh, he was stream sniping me. Hey, you see all the people in here? You see the super chats on the screen? Nobody can do what I do. They all watch everything I do. All right. Hey, man, I'm glad you guys came in here. I still got 13 people in here without Dapper Dev on here. Shout out to everyone who's watching me right now. Is how raised. Dude, okay. I'm gonna. Oh my God. He said I was weird for asking about Charlie Kirk. Fuck. Oh, that's just weird. It's like, what would he have asked him about if he jorks it in the kitchen? He was so, yeah, Raymond was jealous you were able to actually hold a normal conversation with another person. That's because I'm a normal human being and I know how to function in society. I'm not some joker maxing weirdo. Said I was a fed. Do I look like a fucking fed? Like, really? Do I look like a shameless spurg? Weird for why I brought up the Charlie Kirk thing is because just this week I was talking to a coworker about it because my coworker brought up that the bullet fragments didn't match up with the 30-06. And how many months later? That's why I brought the question up. God. The entire chat is a bunch of, hey, all sex havers gather in my chat. We're sex having channel. Oh, I bet he was fucking seething. See, now I'm gonna have to go. See, I missed a ton. I missed pretty much all the chat because I was being a good host or interviewer or whatever you want to call it. And I was focusing my attention on my guest, Dapper Dev, who's a pretty big YouTuber who took the time out of his busy freaking day to come on the Sinaguso show. Which reminds me, how much did Augie shit on the floor? Oh man, Augie shit all over the fucking floor. He missed the. Damn! It's like Augie was trying to miss the freaking newspaper I laid down for him. Yeah, Augie is everyone's handler, Ron. And Ron, thank you for the generous super chat, brother. I appreciate that. I don't know why, but it's weird. I glanced and I saw a super chat. I said this before and I'll say it again. I saw a super chat from Jonathan Aiden Scott. His super chats never appear on what I'm sharing here. The Jonathan Aiden Scott super chats never appear with the other super chats. They like disappear. It's weird, dude. He sent his Raymond sends his minions in here hoping one of them makes it to be a mod so he can control over this chat. No. Trust me, I'm not promoting anyone from Raymond's chat to be a mod fucking ever. I didn't miss nothing in the chat. Hot dog water. Fucking nostalgic. Simply put, Raymond was seething that Dapper Dev was over here. I know Raymond was hating. That's why Nine said, oh, why'd he bring up the Charlie Kirk thing? Why not? I was just talking about it with my coworkers. So Nostalgic said, simply put, Raymond was seething that Dapper Dev was over here. He started calling out this chat. The chat here called him a desperate, whiny virgin. His vag got sore. He acted like a scorned female. Oh, yeah. What's up, Scotty? Yeah, why is Raymond pissed off? I thought he was selling his house. What the fuck? Guys, I want to thank you all for tuning in. And I got a shout out to my newest member, Yates, at Yates656. I really appreciate it. I keep my Membership's as cheap as possible because I'm not trying to fucking extort people out of their fucking money. I'm not going to charge. My first tier $1, second tier $2, but YouTube adds $1 to it. So now what you'll see is my first tier's $2 and the second's $3. So YouTube's like, nah, get more money, motherfucker. Sycophants. Yeah, you have to be a sycophant to be in his chat. If you're not kissing the fucking ring, he's gonna ban your ass. Yeah, dude, that was funny. When I first had Dev on and he was watching the stream on his phone. And he looks, in the beginning, I saw Aurora in all caps, Raymond's racist. And Dev's like, oh, all I see is Raymond is racist. And then I brought up how he says, always talking shit because my wife's black. But Dev is a good dude. Dev is such a good dude, he'll even defend a guy like Raymond. That's how good a dude Dev is. What up, chat? Yeah, I had Dapper. First off, I had Dapper Dev on, and why are you guys keep talking about Raymond in the chat when Dapper Dev's on here? I think they just hate watch Raymond's stream. No, now I'm gonna have to go back and okay, somebody timestamp. Could somebody please send me the timestamp when Raymond's stream sniping me? I know Raymond was jealous. All right, guys. I got to wrap this up because I don't do streams for a living and I have to actually go do fucking work tomorrow, real man work tomorrow. So I want to thank you all for tuning in and yeah. Yeah, I'm going to have to go back and read the whole chat and thank you guys for tuning in. I got to freaking work tomorrow. I didn't even eat no fucking dinner. Freaking starving. And thanks for tuning in. I'm going to go live tomorrow. We're going to watch some videos. So y'all come back and I'm going to go live tomorrow. Y'all have a good Friday. Have a good work day tomorrow, guys. And I will see y'all later on. I'm going to peace out.